And here we are. Hopefully. I think so. Should be live. What it do, chat? Everyone chilling live in the YouTube chat. They were so upset when this video got scheduled. The chat was already lighting our ass up.
Why are they mad at us, JD? Because their favorite teams are tanking?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why everyone's so mad at us. We're not tanking. It's just the Lakers and the Nets. Why are they tanking? Because they want Wemby, right?
Exactly. Yo, I'm not Steve Nash. Don't get mad at me. I'm just wearing the black. I'm not a Nets coach.
Bro, speaking of Steve, we'll get into it when we actually talk more about the Nets, but I feel like time is ticking, or at least should be ticking. His leash seems awfully long.
What?
What?
Whose leash?
Steve Nash. Do you disagree?
Nah, bro, he weird.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I just think they have a lot of distractions going on that like everybody focuses on. I said this last episode, everybody was super critical of Steve Nash and his coaching last season. And it's not like, he got to improve. I mean, maybe he improved a little bit, but like still, like we're right there. This has only been a couple of games since since everybody was like, "Yo, no, get him up out of here." But they have so much stuff going on off the court as well, where it's like, all right, let's just focus on this for the moment. And
Right.
so once everybody starts, getting back on the basketball train, it's going to be like, yeah, get him up out of here.
I mean, he had great scapegoats last year.
He got the same scapegoats this year.
I know.
With the exception of Harden.
I know.
What scapegoat does he have this year? I don't think he has a scapegoat at all. I don't think it's Ben Simmons.
Why not?
I think Ben Simmons is. Don't get me wrong. I think Ben Simmons is playing bad. I think he needs to be way more aggressive than he has been doing. Like, you 6'10", you got a smaller guard. Just put your head down and drive, bro. People collapse, you could kick it out. But I think a lot of people are realizing that Steve Nash doesn't really have a lot of player movement or ball movement. It's really just relying on Simmons on top of the key, Kyrie, KD, and it's really no flow in the offense. Offense doesn't look great at all.
Their defense doesn't look great at all.
Defense looks terrible. I did not think this defense was going to be this bad. I'm not even going to hold you.
That's probably their worst issue.
Why didn't you think?
But I said this last episode too.
I thought, off of what I seen last season, I thought there wasn't that terrible defensively when Kevin Durant was healthy. Before he got hurt, I thought the defense was pretty good. They were rotating well. Right now, I see a lot of ball watching. I see a lot of not focused. The only person that's really given high energy is Nick Claxton. But a lot of the other guys, it's like, and maybe Royce O'Neal a little bit too. A lot of other guys are getting called ball watching, not having that high level energy. And it's like, it's not the same. It's weird. And that matters on defense too. All that effort matters.
Are they big enough?
I think they're not big enough, but I do think that the talent that they have, they'll be able to overcome that. I just think they just need to push the pedal to the metal, bro. Like, put some more effort. I
think the GM has to. I can't really put all the blame on Steve though, because I mean, like I was asking you, are they big enough? I think they need maybe another big man. Maybe they should have signed Dwight. I don't know, somebody to come in there for 15 minutes to get some rebounds. Push people around a little bit.
I hear you, but they wasn't big enough to be able to compete with the Bucks, and they were still able to do that. So I can't really say that as an excuse, especially when you showed us, that was an issue that you were able to overcome. Now it's like it's really the energy, bro. Their energy is way off. It seems like a lot of the guys really don't want to be there. KD and Kyrie seems a little lax in their play, and I really think they're fed up with Steve Nash. They don't want him there. And Steve Nash, I'm not gonna lie, bro, he's not really doing that great. And the players, you could tell he's trying to win them over. He's trying to get them all on the same page, and the players aren't responding to that. You could tell it's visible.
So it's an off the court thing. Like maybe Steve Nash is upset because Kevin Durant called for his job and things like that.
No, I just don't think the players like or respect Steve Nash, and I don't think the players want him there.
I mean, when it comes to Steve Nash, it's easy to say he's a trash coach. I'm not gonna sit here and argue that he is a good coach. But the thing about it is, it's hard to coach, to step into a role with superstars like how he has. and not like want to put them in ISO situations. So it's like until I see Steve Nash in a different situation, I'm not really going to be quick to judge him on whether he's a good or a bad coach. Now, is he doing a bad job in this situation? Yes, of course, obviously. But remember, like when Tyronn Lue was in Cleveland, and yeah, they were doing good, but people were saying, oh, Tyronn Lue's not that good of a coach. It's just LeBron. So it wasn't until he got to a different situation where we were able to see that he was a good coach. Remember, Eric Spoelstra, when he was with the Heat, when Bron first came over there, people were saying, oh, Spoelstra's not that good of a coach. He just got Bron and D-Wade and Bosh. When they left, now we kind of started to see that, hey, he really is a good coach. Now, obviously, this is the opposite situation. He's underachieving, and they're not even, they're not doing too well. So, but I don't know, bro. It's tough. Like when you went through a whole season of a dude getting slandered to now all of a sudden believe in him. And I'm talking about the players. And so he's kind of working from behind. Like the cards are stacked against him. So it's not really too much he could really do.
Yo, the chat is getting absolutely masturbated. Yes, I did say that. Shout out to everybody tuning in live on the YouTube. Everyone's getting very upset because of the title of this show. And that was purposely done because we are geniuses. Our brains are humongous, chat. Do you think we are morons? The only moron up here is sitting in the bottom right corner. Make sure you subscribe to our second channel. That's that Clips channel. The link is in the description below. Every Sunday, every Wednesday, chat, we are live, 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. Eastern. Come talk your shit. Every Wednesday, every Sunday. God, this is my favorite show. Juice
What
today.
the hell is wrong with
Boys
you?
anger. What do you mean what's wrong with me? What's wrong with you?
I mean, you just...
I have more energy than you.
Yeah, you just came out of nowhere with this. What the hell
What do you
is
mean?
going on?
It's because I've been bottling it up, letting you guys chit-chat. Told you
Okay,
I was bringing
JD.
the energy today. What's
go,
wrong
Got
with
a
you?
lot of testosterone.
Wake the block up,
last week.
JD.
Come on.
Wake the block up.
Wake the
Come
fucking block up.
on.
Mars, what do you think about the Nets? What do you think about Nash?
Oh, everyone knows what I think about Steve Nash. I've been saying he's trash since he got a job. So nothing I'm seeing is a surprise. I said they were going to struggle in the playoffs last year because their offense was just KD and Kyrie, give them the ball and hope for the best. They never had any system.
Yeah, but Mars.
I only had faith in the Ben Simmons thing because I thought maybe if Steve Nash used him correctly, it could have worked. He's not doing that. But Ben Simmons is also not playing aggressively on offense. So that's a lose-lose with that situation. The defense, I never had any faith in. Even when Dub used to bring up they were top 10 with Kevin Durant, I was a big believer in the fact that their defense still wasn't good. So it was just a lot of factors that I got clowned for saying that a lot of teams were just missing open looks against them. So they weren't exactly playing good defense. They just happened to have teams shooting badly against them.
I hate that point.
See,
I hate that point, Mars.
That's why I said
you put that same thing with the Grizzlies, though. That's a
the
nasty ass
Grizzlies were
point.
making a lot of shots without Ja Morant. That's what was happening.
That's
If you look at the amount of open looks the Brooklyn Nets were giving up, they were giving up some of the most open looks in the league, and teams were shooting like 32% on open threes against them. That's not good defense. That's just teams missing shots. It happens in a small sample size. That's a common thing to happen. They played about 30 games with KD before he got hurt. So in a 30-game sample size, teams can just have bad shooting nights against them. That's what was happening.
So where do you find these numbers? Where do you find these numbers, bro? I did not know this at all. Man, going trick his water. So disrespectful. So disrespectful.
I'm nervous.
You don't want to reveal his sources, man.
You know what? Just text me, because I'm curious.
Fed.
I need to know
fed
this
like,
shit because that's
very
wild.
fed like.
I'm not gonna lie. If somebody were to tell me that their defense wasn't that good because they were just missing wide open shots, I would want to see these fucking numbers. I need to see this. So just send it to me, bro, because that's crazy.
Don't you FaceTime like twice a day with your new allegiance?
And I'll send you the link.
Why don't you guys just talk about it next time you guys FaceTime at like 3 a.m?
They have a working doc like that. They update each other and shit.
Yo, why y'all hating on us, bro? Like,
we're not. We're not.
It sounds like a little jealous. See, sounds like a lot of jealousy up here.
No, listen, man. You see me all the time, man. I give it up to y'all for y'all all the time, man.
Whoa.
Come
That
on,
was
Whoa.
Yo, can we please get that clipped up,
yeah,
Mr.
clip it,
Video
bro.
Editor? That was
Yes,
perfect.
clip it.
That was a
That-
bad one, Euro. Gotcha.
I want-
Let's go, broski.
I want Dub up here, Euro down here on the same screen. Bam. I wanted to talk about the Lakers first, but since we're on the Brooklyn Nets, and I guess I kind of already asked this, but Bobby, how much longer do you think Steve Nash has until they are either like, let's move on from him, or I don't even know? That's sick. Can you guys read his lips?
My bad. I'm not sure how much time he has left, but I don't think it's right for him to take this much criticism and blame. I mean, he has Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. They're obviously not good leaders. They're not leading their squad. Ben Simmons, I mean, I wouldn't follow Ben Simmons after what he just did for the Sixers. They don't have much rebounding with their bigs. They have Nick Claxton, and then they have the other kid. I don't even know his name. Like, I think the GM should take a little blame for it. Kevin Durant should take a lot of blame for it. Kyrie Irving. So to answer your question, I don't know how much time he has left, but if they were to fire him this year or early this season or even in the offseason, I don't think that's fair because I thought Kevin Durant was the best player in the world. You know, like,
Why would you
do
blame
something.
KD? Why would you blame
but-
KD?
Why would I not blame
Why would
KD?
you
What
blame
time? How is he not being a leader?
KD saw this happening and wanted to leave, and now it's happening. You're blaming him for it happening. That
Man.
doesn't make sense.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. Then once again, that's not Steve Nash's fault. Steve Nash
But
is
it's not
the GM.
KD's fault.
The GM. Well, what I said put some blame on the GM, put some blame on Kevin Durant, put some blame on Kyrie Irving. I didn't say just. I'm not just.
Yeah, but why
pinpointing-
is any blame going on KD?
Why not? He's supposed to be the star. Is he being a leader? That's what I'm talking about.
He's never claimed to be a leader.
He's never been a
Okay,
leader.
but
in his whole
that's my
career.
point.
He doesn't
That's not
want
just
to be.
because he doesn't claim to be something that he's not doesn't mean you should throw him some bail. Like, be a leader. It's not about him not saying he's a leader. It's about him not being a leader. Why would you not be a leader, Kevin?
Because not everyone has leadership qualities.
Okay, well I'm blaming him for that, for not having leadership qualities and not trying to be a leader.
Yo,
maybe
Bobby,
go to some leadership seminars like you're a CEO of a company or something. Go figure out how to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bobby,
You should just blame every player on the team for not being a leader.
No,
Patty Mills, guess what? It's your fault to be a leader.
All right, well then I want Kevin Durant to stop getting on interviews talking about, you know who I am. You know my work.
That was 3 years ago.
I don't care how long it was ago. Just stop. What about when he was on? He was in the media talking good shit this year too. So why don't you sit back and shut up? If you don't want to step up and talk to your teammates,
there was times when he was getting turnovers and he's got to do a better job of managing the game. He said that this year.
That's cool, but that's not what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, yeah, that is a good point. Like, that is a good to take some take your faults or whatever. But at the same time, like, lead your team though. Like, you can't just be out here 7 feet shooting threes, cooking, because he is nasty, but be out here just allowing your team to go through this and not step up and be that voice.
I agree. Kyrie and KD,
Why is it not his job, Ben, all three. He's the best player on the team. So players can't be leaders now?
That don't mean nothing. You can be the best player on the team and just kick back, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But if Kevin Durant wants to be the best player in the world, I think he should take on that role. Why not? Why would you not?
Did he say he wants to be the best player in the world?
Euro, stop it. Just
bro, I'm saying, like,
he
always wanted to be better than Braun. He always wanted to be better than Braun.
So you're saying that Kevin Durant doesn't think he's the best player in the world and doesn't want to be the best player in the world?
Man, deep down, maybe. For sure, but like coming out like that,
you know,
like LeBron's coming out, it's like, "Oh, I'm the best player in the world." Is he saying that?
I'm not sure if I've heard him say I'm the best player in the world, but it's not. You don't have to say it. He's obviously in the top 5 talks of the best player in the world. So even if he doesn't come out and say it, we all know how good of a basketball player he is. So why doesn't he take? You know, if he wants to win more rings.
Man, like what? Like you can only be okay, let me get this straight, man. So if you are talent-wise, right, and potential and performance and output and everything like that, right, you are a top 5 player in the world, right? Mm-hmm. But you don't open your mouth when your organization is on some fuck shit or whatever, then it automatically takes you out of the top 5 best player in the world conversation?
No matter what, Kevin Durant's in that.
Because that's what it sounds like you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that his team will be better if he stepped up to the plate and was like, okay, guys, we need to come together. We need to do this.
Are
We
you
need-
sure? Because he could know himself. He can have enough self-reflection to be like, you know what? I can be a fucking terrible leader. And anytime that I open my mouth and I try to direct and do all this other stuff or whatever, it's just going to go to shambles.
You're right. Well,
You
okay.
see how
so
you see the back and forth that he had with Steve Nash and Joe Tsai. You thought that was handled, accurately?
No, and I'm putting some more blame on Kevin Durant for
and
that.
that's all KD, because he's the one that said, "Yo, man, he's trying to flex a little muscle," and they was like, "Get out of here." So
well, look,
what
they
makes
just
you
they
think
just
that
they
he
just
can do
got
that
they just got swept in the playoffs. What's their record right now, JD? 1-4.
1-5.
1-5.
1-5. So they just got their last 10 games. They're 1-9. You know what I'm saying? He got to try. He got to do something. That's all I'm saying. He got to do something. And
But
that's not just him. That's everybody. That's Kevin Durant. I mean, that's Kevin Durant. That's Kyrie
Do you
Irving.
hold Steve?
That's Steph Curry. That's
Do you hold Stephen Curry to the same type of standard?
Well, I mean, Steph looks like he's a much better leader than I'm bringing up Draymond. My bad. Than KD. You know,
what? On what basis?
I mean, because he's just more poised as a person. He's just more poised. It's
What?
Like you can look at.
Isn't KD like the most laid back person there is?
That doesn't necessarily mean poised. I'm talking about just like a lot of people will be laid back as a way to make people think, oh, I got it all collected. You look at Steph Curry, and you can see the way he carries himself, the way he talks in interviews, everything he does. Steph Curry is just an all around, solid person.
He's a nice guy, but he's a nice guy. But when
I could go to war with Steph. I could fight with Steph. You look at Kevin Durant, you like, yo, I could go to war with KD. But what happens if we get our ass kicked in this first battle? Is he just about to head for the hills? Like
this comes back to him leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay.
Because I'm not going to hold you based off of interviews and stuff like that. I know what you're saying, but I haven't seen times where Stephen Curry is very laid back. I don't see a lot of times of him showing a lot of leadership qualities. I think guys, it's almost like a little brother thing where guys get around Stephen Curry's back. Guys love being around Stephen Curry because he's just a genuine guy to love and be a part of. So I understand that part, but that's not leadership.
Because you're laid back.
And I don't think Steph is the leader. I believe that Draymond is more of a leader on that team than Steph is. But
how do you guys know that Curry's not an asshole?
So I don't argue in time.
And how do you think? Why do you think that just because you're laid back doesn't mean you're a leader?
I didn't say that either.
I insinuated that.
No, I'm just saying
you don't see a lot of leadership qualities in him, and like he, you know what I mean, because he's like a laid back type of guy.
It's not even just about that. I just haven't seen a lot of times of him really getting at somebody. Me personally, I just haven't seen that a lot of the times. Him getting at somebody, him stepping up to, show some leadership intangibles. I mean, that's just for me. Maybe I could be wrong.
Leadership in terms of
I have to watch people.
The troops.
Yeah, I have to watch. We talked about this before, though.
That's that fake. That's that fake alpha shit. That's why I don't like all this rah like on the court and all that. I hate that, bro. There's too many players like that, you know what I'm saying? And people will be like, "Oh yeah, he's the go-to guy, the leader that everybody's looking to," when he's not really actually the leader, and he's not nowhere close to somebody who might be mild-mannered that can actually rally the troops. He just may do it in the tunnel.
I believe Andre Iguodala was more of a leader of those early teams as well. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't one of those in your face all day guys, and that's not what I'm saying. Kevin Durant should be. That's not what I was trying to say. I'm just saying if you are the best player on your team and nobody else is stepping up being a leader, then I think it is.
You got to know your role and you got to step up, is what you're trying to say.
That's what I'm saying. I think it is your job. I think that should be in your job description. Now, if you're the best player on the team, your job description should be that. If you don't have another leader on the team and you want to win another ring, and you want everybody to be like, oh, KD can do it without Steph. If that's something, if you want that whole everything to stop and people to stop saying that, then you got to step up.
Hey, listen, man, if you want to put that in a contract, I want premium too. Like you know what I mean? You got to pay me extra.
I don't care how it has to be.
Because you asked me to do two things now.
Yeah,
hire me to be a basketball player. I'm gonna be a basketball player. If you ask me to do fucking HR and all this other shit, you know what I mean? Be a motivational speaker to these motherfuckers who's supposed to be doing their job in the first place. I'm gonna need to get paid double.
That's corny. That's corny, y'all.
No, KD's always said that. KD's always said he's an employee.
It's a job, bro. It's a job.
He works.
But Euro. It's not necessarily about leading with your words. Go out on the court and lead by example. That's more so.
Okay, and that's not what KD's doing. KD doesn't lead by example.
They're losing. They're
That
losing.
doesn't
So
mean he's not
that's
leading by
blame the
example.
other
That just
guys
means
then,
maybe
bro.
people don't
I
follow
see,
him.
but
So
I
y'all
said
comfortable
it's not
blaming
on
Nash
KD.
for
I
not
said it's
blaming
not on
KD?
KD.
Y'all could blame
Yeah,
Steve
that's what
Nash and
I'm.
not blame
That's
KD.
to me. That's
Come
wild.
on, yo.
To me, that's
I,
wild.
I think we need to hold KD accountable for sometimes. I see a lot. Sometimes he doesn't give as much effort. I see a lot of times of him ball watching a lot. I think there's other things more to talk about than just
This is why
his leadership.
you can blame him for
Speaking-
things he's not doing on the court, but blaming him because he's not leading is. I
Well,
think
that's what I'm saying though. You can lead by example on the court. You can elevate your level of play to help your team win and help and make other and force others to elevate their play too, like on defense. Now I'm talking. Now I'm rotating harder. Now I'm trying to take charges. That would make dudes like Patty Mills, Seth Curry, Joe Harris. Now they'll want to do it. Now I'm in here rebounding aggressively. And that's like, Nick, what are you doing? You got to come in here and rebound too. That's what I'm talking about.
I
And
agree
so
with
and that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you can blame Nash, but you gotta blame KD. You gotta blame Kyrie. You gotta blame Ben because Ben, you can be playing better too. You gotta blame everybody as a collective because everybody plays their part. That's why it's called a fucking team. It's not called a coach. It's called a team. Everybody plays a part in them winning, especially the top players.
No,
All right,
of course,
I'm
but we
off the
gotta
leadership talk.
sit here and like
Yeah,
we said,
JD,
we
why don't
gotta
you be a leader and help us move on to the
I'm
next?
trying.
Hold on.
Here
Last
comes
thing.
Bozo Dub.
Hold on.
JD?
This is
Is
the
it
last
JD or
thing.
KD?
Don't mute me, please. Don't mute me, please. But I mean, we also
Be a
have
leader,
to
JD.
when we're
Mute up.
talking
Let's
about
move on.
a team sport.
Look out of my stream.
Ron. But when we're talking
What's
about
up?
team sports, we need to hold people accountable and we need to weigh in. All right, who's the most responsible for the team struggles? I think it's more things with Ben Simmons and his aggression, more things with the coaching scheme that Steve Nash has in place than Kevin Durant as a leader. It is a team sport. They all work together, but we need to weigh in who's more at fault. And I think those are more glaring issues than Kevin Durant and his leadership.
I mean,
All
no
right.
doubt, but I'm not just gonna sit here and just say that. Oh, if you fire Nash, the next coach is gonna get it right. You know, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. They
Facts.
might bring
This
in another
roster is
coach.
not going to succeed regardless. But
And
Steve
see what
Nash-
I'm saying?
Steve
So
Nash
that's
can
why
be
I'm saying
upgraded.
I can't put I can't. Steve Nash can't be the scapegoat because I'm like the next coach might get in here and be like, all right, we're gonna do a little bit of movement, but ultimately, when Kyrie wants to go fucking ISO, he's gonna go ISO. So what does that have to do with a scheme or movement? Kyrie is Kyrie, and we all know when Kyrie gets the ball, the offense can stop at any moment in time. Same thing for Kevin Durant, the best scorer in the world. So it's like,
We talked a lot about
we
we talked a lot about their offense, but their defense is one of the
Facts.
more glaring things in this instance, and they're one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA right now. These are Kevin Durant's and Ben
They are the
Simmons'
worst
individual
defensive
defensive ratings. Listen to this. Kevin Durant is ranked 378th defensively in the NBA. Ben Simmons, 374th. A guy who is supposed to be an elite defender.
What's that formula
miserable.
though? Like, how did they come up with that number?
It's defensive rating. It's how many points Brooklyn are allowing per 100 possessions while Ben Simmons and KD are on the court. So if
That's
Brooklyn,
not fair.
That's not fair.
I think it's a terrible stat to use
that's
for
not fair
individual
at all.
defense, but
I
it's funny.
mean,
So
they're getting the scoreboard ran up on them. All right, so here's the thing. Brooklyn Nets, no, they just stink. They're obviously not tanking. The Houston Rockets have a pick swap with the Brooklyn Nets for this Wembanyama draft. There's no way that the Nets finish worse than the Rockets, so I'm sure that's not even going to be in play. But they do have that opportunity to switch those picks. See, chat, you guys thought you had us. You thought you had us, but we knew. Moving on to the Lakers.
I hate this guy.
Los
JD, which so we all have a lot of personas. What's your persona today? I want to come up with a name for this.
I'm always the same. I'm just always the same.
No. This isn't you. This isn't you today.
This
is
is
you on. This is
on
like
This
you
is
on-
so Dub.
crack.
Here's the thing. This is
Crack, JD.
literally me though.
This is you.
To ask Ron.
Ask
JD.
Ron. Ron?
that reminds me of the ticket Ass Shaq. Ass Shaq. But
I've been conservative
that's what I'm saying.
for
JD really comes up
177
here.
episodes.
JD really comes up here, pun intended, and dumbs himself down. And that's hard to
I
do.
let you guys shine, but you know what? I've been sick of sitting in the shadows. I'm getting jealous, and I
You
need
should
to
get
shine.
jealous. We're taking
JD,
over.
you got hype watching Kevin Herter knock all them threes down yesterday.
I didn't even watch basketball yesterday.
It's-
Probably shouldn't say that, but I didn't watch basketball yesterday. I was actually just out and about all day yesterday. So I did get to miss a lot of hoops. I watched some highlights though, and what is his freaking name? Matherin. Oh, wow. That kid's gonna be disgusting. Gives a reason to watch the Pacers, that stinky franchise. Okay, before we get into the Lakers, sorry, we have super chats. TC the Don, Victor to the Pels with Lakers pick. ... What he's really saying is you guys are bozos. Robert
Don't let that
Pink
happen.
knee.
For real.
Defense stinks. Offense is watching Kyrie dribble for 15 seconds, and if he gets clamped, pass out. Whoever told Simmons he doesn't have to shoot is a clown. Nets are garbage. Eduardo Garcia, he is a Player's Choice YouTube member. He said, where do y'all think Wembanyama will be the best fit amongst the worst teams in the NBA?
Probably the Pistons.
Pacers.
I just don't see a team that he doesn't fit. Like, he's just a one-man band. It really doesn't matter where he goes.
Yo, I don't. I mean, you could say he could fit with any team, but based on what I've seen with Paolo right now, I would love to see those two paired up for the next 12 to 15 years. I think that'd be a crazy front court.
That would be corny.
What you trying to do to the NBA, bro? That's not.
You want Bol Mo Bamba, Victor Wembanyama, bro. That's just
Franz Wagner.
Look, Paolo at the 1,
yeah.
Franz Wagner at the 2.
Yeah.
No. Wendell Carter at the 2.
Oh.
Mohamed Bamba at the 3. Bobo at the 4. And Victor Wembanyama at the 5. The biggest lineup ever.
That's crazy.
Why'd you put Victor at the 2?
Yeah,
Well,
Victor at the 2 is nice.
Victor at the 2, Wendell at the 5.
Victor could be at the 2. Who is smacking things around?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got
My
handed a cheesesteak.
God, Doug.
Why do you hate me, Jay? Why do you hate me? Just
I
answer
don't
that.
hate
Why do you
you.
hate me?
I just
You hate me.
asked who was making noise.
I just
and
hate
it
everything
was
you do.
Everything
He
that
hates
you do
everything I
just
do.
pisses me off. Christopher D said super chat. Low point on Bird as a playoff performer prior to 1984 was weak. Bird's first 4 playoff runs put up 20, 12, and 5. Kobe in his first 4 playoff runs was averaging 15, 3, and 3, and both had 1 chip at that point.
I think he watched Open Gym. I think we was talking about
Yeah,
that,
that's
right?
that's from.
Okay,
that's
got
from
you.
a-
Because I was like, this is so far out of left field. I had no idea.
Open Gym was a
Y'all
good
gotta
time.
stop coming at Larry Bird. Y'all gonna lose every time. It's not a good person to throw stones at.
Christopher D, they asked for Nash, and now they can't get rid of him. Tragic. TMF Willie said, big chocolates here, real she. Lakers need Lakers need to blow it up and go ahead and trade LeBron. Don't bring him back home. Don't bring him back home, though. We good over here. Hashtag the land. Let's talk about the Lakers. So here's the deal. 2023 Wembanyama draft. Pelicans hold the Lakers right, or they hold the right to swap their first round pick with the Lakers. And so that's tragic because the Lakers are literally tanking for no reason. So this marks the Lakers being 0-5, worst record in the NBA right now. This marks the first time ever a LeBron James team has the outright worst record in the NBA at any point in a season.
It's a new age.
Man, this is sad. Are they ruining his legacy?
No.
No, his legacy's set, but I mean, I think the time is like, I don't think you can make a logical argument for LeBron being the best player in the world anymore. I don't think you've been able to do that for a couple of years. So I guess Father Time is slowly catching him.
Wait, is Father Time catching him, or is his team just absolute dog?
I mean, to me, it's also catching him. I mean, I think he's clearly declined from what he was. So Father Time's been catching him. But I think the team is bad. He's not prime LeBron. Prime LeBron wouldn't be 0-5 because prime LeBron gets a win somewhere. But
Yo, Mars, do you want to see LeBron fade, or would you rather him call it?
Me personally, I always have a preference because similar things going on in the football world with Cristiano Ronaldo. I like to see people go out on top. Like if you're one of the goats of the game, one of the best ever, I like to see you go out when you're still one of the best. And then you leave us the imagination of, oh, could he have kept playing instead of me watching you visually not be able to do it anymore? Because that kind of like it taints the last few years of memory that you have from what they were. That's why I just prefer you to go out when you're still a very great player.
You don't think LeBron's still a great player?
He is. I'm not saying he should retire. I'm just saying,
Okay.
generally speaking, if you're all-time great, I don't want to see LeBron as an 8th man averaging 12 points a game. I don't want to see that. I'd rather he retire when he's still one of the 15 and where he's still an all-star level player and he just goes out on his own terms instead of him going out because he's not good enough.
Do you care about him and Bronny being teammates?
I mean, I don't care. I mean, it's not my son.
Because I do, and I think I kind of have like no. I mean, of course, he's not my son either, but I think that'll just be dope to see. Like, the last time that I remember seeing that was with Ken Griffey Jr. and Senior. You know what I'm saying? And so I just know, like, it's just a dope story. Like, I would just, you know what I mean? It would just be fire. And so when you're talking about, you know, whether or not you would want him to retire at the top, I'm typically, I guess I have the same opinion, but I will take the 12 points a game at, you know, being the 8th man or whatever, long enough for him to, you know, be teammates with his boys. So that will be dope.
I mean,
Mars,
Bronny's 2 years away, right? Like, I think LeBron could still be an all-star level player in 2 years.
Mars, can I?
I mean, according to Dub, he's playing until he's 46. So
He could play till he's 45. I don't give a damn what anybody says. But Mars, do you think that 2018 Braun would change the way that the Lakers are looking now?
They wouldn't be a good team. No matter what LeBron you get on this team, they wouldn't be good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they'd be 0-5. I think
2-5, 2-4.
Something like they'd probably win the Blazers game. They might have won the Clippers game. Like there's a few games where I think if they had 2018 LeBron, they could have got it out. But their team is they'd still be a play-in team to me.
So that's why I brought it up, because when I look at LeBron James, I agree with you to an extent where he might not be the same, but I don't think the bar is that far off. I think 2018 Braun dropped in this on this team. The team is still going to be one of the worst teams in the league because the fit is so bad. I think in 2018, people do not realize the fact that that was one of the weakest Eastern Conference I have ever seen in my life, and he had the benefit of playing against that. When he did match up against the West, I think they were a 15-15 record against the West, so they were a 500 team. That shows me that was 2018 Braun on one, yes, but this whole impact shit, and then people saying LeBron don't have the same impact, and compared to 2018, and like 2018 Braun wouldn't be having this. No, I think 2018 Braun would definitely be falling under the same circumstances, because what he did in 2018 was great, but it's a little bit overrated because people do not understand the concept that the Eastern Conference was so fucking weak, and the league is so top heavy right now that even 2018 Braun is still going to struggle.
I mean, people
They're
forget
top
that
heavy, and the Lakers are bottom heavy.
2018 Cavs team, like they were trash before like they traded the whole team on the trade deadline. Like they were a bad team. I think they were like a 6 or 7 seed. And in that January that year, I think they had a losing record, which was like the first year of LeBron's career that a team had a losing record for a whole month or something like that. Everyone was going crazy. So that 2018 Cavs team, once they traded for more shooting and spacing, even though it wasn't star names or whatever, that's when the team really became like serviceable. If you guys remember, they traded Jay Crowder, Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade went back to Miami. They brought in George Hill,
because they got guys to benefit his game.
Yeah, they brought in more shooting, which openly benefited his game. Even though it's not stars, they brought in spacing, which helped him to carry that load. But that team before, with no spacing of Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, and those guys, the team was trash, which is very similar to what they have right now.
Do you guys think that the Lakers should entertain trading LeBron?
I'd trade LeBron if it got me a pick. I need picks because you're not winning a title with LeBron.
Or picks?
Picks, multiple picks.
Okay.
Because you're not winning a title with this team, which means you have no use to have LeBron James. And if you're the Lakers and you don't have your own pick, you just try and get as many picks as you can for a guy like LeBron. I mean, trading Russell Westbrook's impossible. I entertain trading Anthony Davis for the same reason. I just blow it up and get as many picks as I can and do a Utah Jazz.
When's the last time the Lakers did anything with picks, though?
You use the picks to get better players.
Right, but like Right. And so, but I mean, that's where they're at right now, right? They have AD, great player. They have, it's just like the configuration is just trash.
Yeah, but I'm looking long term because the short term is LeBron has 2 years left on his deal. I think you're not winning a title in those 2 years. It doesn't look like. So there's no use to have LeBron James. Instead of losing him in free agency when Bronny comes into the league, you trade him now, get picks long term, and use those picks and leverage them to get hopefully another star to pair with AD, or you rebuild completely with a bunch of picks and bring in a new star in free agency. That's what I would do.
Yo, I don't know if I'm remembering this correctly, but I feel like the 2020, like the bubble Lakers, they weren't considered to be a title like contender in the beginning of the season. Then they made some major moves, and all of a sudden it was like, oh shit, why am I tripping?
I mean, they came out that year like on fire, if I remember correctly, and that's what was really propelling them. I don't remember if they made any moves, but I'll check.
I don't remember
2020,
there
I
being
thought the
any
Lakers was
reason.
good.
2020 was the year that LeBron was injured the year before, and they just brought in AD. So I think there was question marks about how it would work, but then they came out on fire to start the season. So then those questions kind of died down, and then the league suspended, and then I guess the only question was how would they look coming back
in the bubble. Do you think that LeBron James and the Lakers benefited from having that extended period of time off? Because every year after that, these are guys has been getting hurt throughout the season. So
I don't think only the Lakers benefited. Most of them benefited.
Everybody.
Everybody.
But do you guys think that the Lakers benefited more because the year after and the year after that, LeBron James and AD were getting hurt, and COVID happening made it able for those guys to not have as much opportunities to get hurt throughout the season and actually have some time off. So it's just a question that's really been on my mind. Do you guys think that team really benefited from that in 2020?
I think they benefited because I think AD was like, I'm not going to say he was breaking down, but I think he was having slight problems just before the shutdown. And then the shutdown happened. It's a 3-month layoff. Then he came in ready, in good shape. And then I think he did have like slight problems in the bubble, but it was nothing crazy. And then LeBron has broken down every year for the Lakers apart from that bubble year where he had the layoff. So I think it's reasonable to say that they benefited heavily.
Would you be in favor of the playoffs starting a little bit delayed? Like, let's say 2 weeks, 3 weeks after?
That is
to give teams like chance to get healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be against it. I mean, I think you'd end up having like first round series where teams are just crazy rusty, and it will cause a lot of upsets, in my opinion. Like 8 seeds will start.
That's good for ratings.
To 7 games. So I think it's an interesting thing to try out, because like when Steph was doubtful against Denver because he got hurt just at the end of the regular season, I would have rather have the extra week to get Steph fully healthy. But
I mean, you saying that as a Warriors fan.
Well, of course, it's always going to come if it can benefit.
Yeah, team. No, I'm asking you as a basketball fan, though.
Yeah, I think it's something that you could experiment with, but I think delaying basketball isn't something they'll do because they're trying to add more basketball. They're trying to add the playing game. They're trying to add the mid-season tournament. They're not trying to give people more time off. They're trying to give people more games to play. So I don't think they'd ever do it.
But are they adding more games? Because I thought it was the same amount of games being played, even with that mid-season tournament.
What I'm saying, I think they're trying to add more. They're trying to add more. They're trying to add more.
That's if you go.
They're trying to make games more important, if that makes sense. So they're not going to try and delay the important games like the playoffs. So I think that's why they wouldn't do it. Because if you have the regular season end, and then you wait an extra 2 weeks for the playoffs, maybe their anticipation kind of like, I don't know, it would either build up or it would die down. I don't know if they want to take that risk.
Yeah, I got you.
For everybody saying to just blow up and trade everybody, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, I kind of disagree with that. Mainly because I think this is the last year Russell Westbrook's on his contract. So after this year, that's $47 million out the door, and that's enough money to try to find the role players and rebuild what they had in 2020. So I just think just wait this terrible season out, because it's going to be a terrible season, and then really revamp on your free agency next season and surround guys that truly benefit LeBron James and Anthony Davis's game. Just sitting here just trying to blow everything up. It does. It's not. I'm not going to say it's a terrible decision. I think it's a win-win no matter what. But in my opinion, I would just say, you know what? Russ about to be out of here next year. We revamp with LeBron James and AD, and we're going to have a title shot, in my opinion.
Yo, and Dub, I agree with you. It's funny you say that because I was actually about to list off the free agents that are about to be available next year. First off, bro, I don't trade arguably top 5 player in the league and when I have another top 15 player in the league. So I'm keeping those 2 top guys. I know Russ is going to be off the books. So now we basically get to pick and choose between who we want. Remember, Kyrie Irving's about to be an unrestricted free agent. James Harden has a player option. He'll probably opt in, but he has one. Draymond Green, he has a player option. He has a lot of money, so he'll probably opt in, but that's another guy.
Bro, that's like a 95% chance he's going to Lakers next year.
What, Draymond?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he wants to play with LeBron.
Bro, he's going there. There's no way.
Imagine the Lakers with Kyrie and Draymond now all of a sudden. That kind of tips the scales a little bit.
Is Draymond with clutch?
Both of them is crazy.
I don't know, but he's with LeBron. I know that.
Right.
LeBron's doing, he's with him.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and give you a few more players, though, that would be good alongside them. Harrison Barnes, Miles Turner, both Bogdanoviches, Bojan and Bogdan. You got Karis LeVert. Christian Wood. Dylan Brooks. These are all good players that if they go over to the Lakers, things might look a little different. Kyle Kuzma.
But can you risk?
No. Kyle Kuzma never go back to the Lakers.
I don't think at this point you can just say, well, there's always next year when you have LeBron. Like he's 38 this season, which means he's going to be 39 during next season. And if you're willing to just throw away a season of LeBron and bet on a 39-year-old LeBron, that no matter how you build around the team, that's going to be good enough to get you a title, I think that's a risky.
I'm not going to lie, more though. I understand that. I understand that way of thinking. But, bro, this dude is damn near like Tom Brady, bro. I don't care. This guy's a guy.
Isn't Tom Brady trash now?
No, He's not trash. Anyways, let's not do this. I don't want to talk about Tom Brady right now. But last year he was like 45. He played amazing. He played at a great. So
last year LeBron played amazing, and this year.
No, I'm saying I understand your way of thinking. My thing is with LeBron James is like you got to take that risk, bro. He's a guy that shouldn't even be playing at this high of a level at this point in time in his career. He's still doing it. So even though I understand your point, he is getting older. Fuck it. I gotta take the risk because I still think he'll be able to still play at a high level. It's LeBron James. Like people are just different. And LeBron James is just one of those different people.
I'll trade his ass.
The thing about LeBron in his with his aging process, it's not the same as everybody else. So as big as LeBron is, he can always adjust his game and play more in the post. And obviously LeBron's an amazing passer, so he could just kind of facilitate the offense out of the post, a la Jokic style. But keep in mind too, Bron is so smart and intellectual. He can take a step back and still be effective on the team. And so it's like, bro, and another dude, Vucevic too. So it's like if you get a collection of some of those guys and they come over there, it's like, bro, I think even with Bron taking a step down, the collection of talent around him and the right fits now you bring in guys that fit. With the talent and the roster taking a step forward, it'll balance itself out, and they'll continue to be a good team.
That Bron Kyrie reconnection would be insane in LA.
Adding Draymond Green to the mix too, that would be ridiculous.
Bro. If they had all,
an AD and
weird.
Draymond front court defensively would be the best defense in the NBA.
It might be.
They are like top 2 right now, but with Draymond, they'll be
Lakers.
And when LeBron tries, he's a good defender.
That's my conspiracy right now. Kyrie and Draymond to the Lakers next year.
I ain't gonna do shit.
Draymond, I don't know that that's anything close to a conspiracy. I think that's like guaranteed. Like, there's no way he doesn't go to Lakers next season.
They're gonna have to rename their team to Clutch Sports.
Right.
Clutch Lakers.
Lakers Daily tweeted this out. The last time the Lakers started a season 0-4 was during the 2015-16 season, Kobe's final season. He was also 37, same age as LeBron, during that tenure. They ended up with a 17-65 record. So I want to ask you, over, under, do the Lakers finish above 17 wins, 65 losses, or under that?
That's so nasty, yo.
I think the Lakers win about 35 games.
Yeah, y'all ridiculous. 17? This is the question we're being asked.
Hold on, Mars, did you say 37?
35.
35?
I think they can go 35.
When are they getting their first win?
50.
Great question. Lakers schedule,
because they got a tough schedule coming up. Like the next 5 games is not going to be pretty.
I think that it was their first 12 games. I was looking at it. I was like, damn, they could really start this season off 0-12.
Oh, they played the Nuggets today.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
it's
There's
it
there's
could
another
be
L on the
0-6.
table. Yeah, there's another L. They play the Jazz soon. Maybe the Jazz will stop trying to win games.
The Jazz are looking insane,
I don't know
son.
what the
I
Jazz
did
are
tell
doing.
you guys. I came up
Oh,
here. It got,
Ron,
hey,
I
they
was
got
with you, bro.
across-
The
they
Pels
got
have
slapped
maybe no
across the
Zion
face.
on B.
Y'all
I was
stop
with you,
it.
bro. I was
Stop
with
it.
you, son.
Slapped
But they're
across
playing
the
well
face.
without them, though.
They
Here,
just
okay,
lost
here we go.
to the
Well enough to beat the
Pistons.
Lakers. Let's say that.
They
They
it's
won another
could
game without him
It's
too.
possible.
they could get their first win on Friday, November 11th, playing the worst franchise in the NBA, Bobby.
We beating their ass.
I think in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in the next 6 games, going up to the Kings game, I think they could go 2-4, which means they'll be what 2-9
Yeah, added
on
the
the
Jazz
season.
game. Yeah, added the
Damn.
Jazz game.
2-9.
Yeah, I gave them so Nuggets, Pelicans, Jazz, Cavs, Lakers. I mean Jazz again, Clippers, and Kings. I think they can win 2 of those games.
But we gotta talk
Man,
about
with
the
all
Jazz
this
again.
being said and done, they still got AD, Braun, and I still like Russ coming off the bench now. Yeah, and I think they could shoot a little better. I think they'll continue to mesh more. So, bro, I'm still not too worried about the Lakers, and I think they beat the Nuggets tonight.
You not worried about
No
the
way,
Lakers
Ron.
at all?
Is
Not at
AD
all.
Not
is the
really,
AD
no. I
coming
mean,
back today?
the thing about it is, it just all depends. Like, am I worried about them to win a championship? Yeah,
right,
but
right,
for them to just make it to mesh and play better than they're playing and make the playoffs,
Yeah.
I don't.
They'll definitely play better. I think so. But
Yeah, you can't play
yeah,
worse than the worst offense in the NBA.
They're not gonna win or lose or win 17 games. Like it's gonna come on. They're gonna come together and start playing better.
Man, they are
Never
looking
know.
brutal. Shout out to Grande Jones for becoming a Player's Choice YouTube member. Seth Malone, you beat me to it, but make sure if you have not already, you pay the entry fee for Player's Choice. That's hitting the like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for everyone
You
who's
waited damn
already
near
done
an
it.
hour to say that.
Hit the like
That's-
button.
Hit the L host,
I
please.
do whatever I want. Speaking of
What's
L
up?
host,
Hit the L like button for L host,
speaking
please.
of L host, and sorry, Seth, I should have put this up here when I said that, but thank you for that.
L
super
host
chat.
again.
Speaking of L hosts, if you will notice that what I have not called Ron today, and I might not be able to call Ron an L host for a while, but we're keeping that in the tuck. You guys can learn about that more later. TMF Willie sent a super chat. Reason why I say trade LeBron is you're probably going to get more for him than AD and Russ. Ultimately, trade AD and LeBron, get some picks, and sit out Russ contract until it expires. Dub, that's essentially what you said. LA Sports Live with the super chat. The Lakers are over the cap and will at best only have $30 million to spend this offseason, not $47 million. $30 million still
30 million can get you some
30
shooters.
$30 million still a good chunk of change.
Jay, there's a comment in chat I think we need to address.
Okay. Oh my god.
And I love it.
I think I knew it.
Everybody up here, apart from Bobby's new. Everybody up here is better at hosting than you.
Yeah.
Maybe even
Get him outta
Shaq. Yeah, yo, that is wild. Hey, I guess
Shaq
Mars.
for sure, man. Shout out to Shaq. It was like the Shaq day on the PC channel yesterday. That was crazy.
Yeah, I saw,
make sure
I saw Shaq reacts. I was like, damn, what's going on?
Yeah. Make sure y'all check those videos out, man.
Hey, yo, listen. Shaq is the dude, bro. Yo, Shaq, if you watching this right now, I got nothing but love for you, bro. Nothing but love.
Wow.
Shaq is a true visionary, bro. I want everybody watching the chat right now. I want to say, like, this dude really works hard. He plays hard. He's a inspirational, bro. You can learn a lot from him, bro. We're here where we're at today because of him, son. Shaq is that dude, bro. If anybody watching this right now, whatever you're doing, don't have to be podcast or anything, take some lessons and take some notes about that, because this little empire that we gonna build, bro, is gonna be something for the Bucks, bro. We really gonna change the game, bro. All of us, bro. We all got special qualities that we gonna be, doing and shit. And son, we really gonna change the game. This podcast shit is never gonna be the same. I promise y'all. It's never going to be the same. We really gonna change this shit up, bro. So be
All right,
ready.
L Shaq,
Fire.
Shaq
Fire.
Bozo.
How much he paid
Dub,
to
dub,
stay with?
Dub seeing job security on the
dub.
horizon.
Yeah,
Like,
that's-
yes,
that's-
sir.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
does
Dub,
everything have to
that's
be
crazy.
fake with me?
That's
Oh
crazy, Dub.
man, y'all
That's
hate.
crazy.
Don't hate. Don't hate. That's some real words right there. Some real shit.
Because really,
No,
it's
that's real.
Ron.
Good job,
Really,
Dub.
it's Ron. That's why we're here. Dub
Ron, too.
host. Dub host. You like that, Ron?
Hey, Jordan shrug. I don't know.
Kobe Montana sent a super chat, said, y'all still believe AD is superstar caliber player?
He's the best player in the Lakers, so yes.
I disagree, Mars.
Superstar caliber, Mars. Just because you're the best
Yes.
player on a team doesn't mean you're a
No,
superstar.
I think him being the best player on the team with also another top 10 player in the NBA would make him a superstar caliber player. Yes.
So are you saying AD's a top 10 player in the NBA?
I mean, yes, I think AD is a top 10 player in the NBA.
Where do you have AD ranked?
No,
No, I don't want you to pull it off the top of your head. Go in your little desk down there and dig up the list.
I'm thinking.
Nah, go
If
dig up the
AD
list. It's down there.
If AD and Bron are both top 10 caliber, if they're both top 10 players, why can't they win a game?
because the Lakers are trash. But
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I mean, the only players I have definitively over the Anthony Davis I've seen this season. I'm not going to say Ja Morant's better than AD. I'm not doing that. I'm saying based on the AD I've seen this season and the AD I know to exist, Giannis, Jokic, and Steph are better than him. Luka, you can say, is better than him. Embiid. Yeah, that's as far as I'm going.
Wait, I
That's
thought
it?
you're a superstar.
Come
I thought
on.
your superstar.
No,
thing
there's
was,
only two superstars in the NBA, but superstar caliber players, there's more than two.
Who?
Oh,
Steph?
okay,
superstars.
okay. I see it. I
Steph-
see it. I see it.
Steph and LeBron are the only superstars, but there's superstar caliber players.
No
like
Giannis?
Kawhi superstar caliber. Giannis and KD are like they can be superstars. I wouldn't.
Then
argue.
John
Well, like,
Morant
what-
is for sure.
Did we ever
superstar
talk about
caliber.
that? Like what a superstar actually is?
Mars, yeah, we did. Mars goes with the global aspect of everything, so I understand that.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
asking why is Giannis not a superstar? Because I look at that too. Like I look at marketability, global marketability for sure. And Giannis definitely is that.
Yeah, I have no problem with Giannis being in that tier. Sometimes I don't know because for me,
I would
sometimes
even
just leave him
say
off.
Giannis is a trifecta when it comes to global marketing because he has the Nigerian connection, he has the Greek connection, or Balkan in general, you know what I mean, and then he has the Americans love him too. So there's not very many players that have that to that degree.
Yeah, Giannis is a superstar. I'll start adding in like
All right.
3 superstars.
How about Luka?
guaranteed.
How about Luka?
I
Four
think-
superstars. This is getting
No,
interesting.
I mean,
now.
I'm not
no.
throwing Luka in there.
No,
Why,
I think
why
it's
not?
bananas.
The Euro League,
Because-
though.
because
Luka,
it's not just
just 'cause
marketability.
you-
I think
just-
it's what
just 'cause
you've
you
done also,
play-
and I don't think
Yeah.
you have to win at
What?
least. Yeah, I believe that.
Oh, so you like winning a title and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Or
Yes,
at least
yes,
if you
accolades
consecutively
matter.
go.
No, you do not.
No,
I
for
think
sure.
Luka's a
For a superstar, because for sure. Because look at everybody who they're pushing in terms of like just marketing and stuff like that in the international space. None of the guys who haven't won, they don't quote unquote make that cut.
Bro, Luka Doncic is being shoved down our.
Joe, come on.
Yo, y'all. It was fun while it lasted. I catch y'all on
Jesus
the panel or something. All right,
Christ.
JD left. I'll stay.
Oh my God, who does that?
Yo, I've been meaning to say it's actually a new term and it's a new phrase. It's gonna be world renowned. It's gonna be in all hoops / basketball dictionaries in probably about 2.5, 3 weeks. By the new year for sure. Now we got LeBron sexuals, we got LeBron stands, but now Luka has entered that category. Where you got
Luka sexual?
Luka.
I'll be a
gogglers.
Luka sexual.
What?
I
How
don't
you
give a
say
fuck.
it? Luka gogglers, whatever.
Yo.
People that
What is
juggle
going
The
on right
Luka gobblers, like the Glizzy gobblers,
Luka
the Luka
That's
gobblers.
what it's called.
I'm gonna
Luka
stand up.
Gobblers.
I don't give a fuck.
Yo, you
JD,
guys
You're a
stand up
Luka
with me.
gobbler?
bananas.
Listen, Luka's that fucking dude, bro.
You
Luka's
see
that
what I'm
fucking
saying?
dude, bro. I
Gobble,
swear to
gobble.
God.
Hey, it's ironic that Thanksgiving's coming up. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Gobble,
Oh, man.
gobble
y'all
mill,
doing it.
y'all.
Now
You
y'all-
feel me, bro?
Now y'all doing a circle jerk for Luka. That's crazy.
Luka's
Bro, I
that
don't care.
dude, son,
I
bro. Luka's
stand-
that dude.
I stand Luka Doncic all day, every day. Indoor Voices sent super chat, said trade AD and Nunn back home for Levine, Caruso, and Vooch. Send those picks out for some shooters. Keep Russ
Yeah, thanks.
surround Braun. Oh, keep Russ surround Braun with shooting. Best save for see next season, maybe.
Why
I
would you want
don't think
Vucevic?
the Bulls would do that.
I don't know why you would want Vucevic either.
TMF Willie, Dub out here giving speeches like Khaled.
Ha! Props, my boy. God did. Yes, sir. I'm DJ Khaled out here. Nobody believed in you, but God did. It's my favorite saying right now, son.
Hey,
Yeah,
Dub,
shout
you
out
actually do
709
kind
for
of look
becoming
like
a
you could
YouTube
be his
member.
little nephew or something.
Bro, I look like everything, bro. I hate
One
it.
more, one more candy.
One more candy.
One more kid.
You know he used to be around Puerto Ricans growing up.
What Cali did?
Hmm So maybe why not?
Anyway, moving on. We've been talking about the bottom tier teams in the NBA. Let's talk about what seems to be, or maybe this is an illusion, the best team in the NBA. In my opinion, they are the Milwaukee Bucks. 5-0 start. Ron, Bucks in.
Listen, Giannis is in a whole different mode right now. Like but see, like a lot of you guys jumped on Gilbert Arenas for saying what he said, and I thought it was a little bit of truth to it. Not in that it was a lot of hate to it. He was hating, but he had a right point when he said the game will eventually slow down for Giannis. I think Giannis has reached that point where it's like, bro, I can literally do it. The game is moving so slow. It's like I can do whatever I want to out here. And that's what it looks like right now. Dude had 34 and 17 last night, and it looked like he did it without even trying. It looked like he just did it in his sleep. And I mean, right now, what he's been doing every game, I don't see him slowing down at all. And bro, if he's playing like this, Drew had 34 and 12 last night. If he's playing like that, and Chris Middleton's not even playing, he's coming back, bro. The Bucks are gonna be a tough out, and that's why I say Bucks in.
Ron, I'm telling you, they're winning the NBA championship. I think they're clearly the best team in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think it's close either.
Better than Boston?
I think they're the
smacking
best
Boston.
team in the NBA. They're doing this without Chris Middleton. Like, it's gonna be a scary sight when he's
Why
back.
do y'all hype up Chris Middleton like that? I do not like Chris
Chris
Middleton
Middleton
like that.
is nasty,
Bro,
He
why
had
are
a
you
good-
overlooking Chris Middleton?
You know
That's
what
the
it-
real
good
question.
career, Dub. He's had a good career.
No,
Not
he's
like
had a good
playoff
career.
series. Chris Middleton is sick, bro.
What-
But last
the thing
season,
the thing about Chris Middleton, though, Dub, is you can't undermine the fact that dude plays defense. So now you're bringing in another defender, which obviously is not going to help you or make you worse. It's only going to make you better. But then you got another dude that shoots the lights out from three. So now he's spacing the floor for Giannis and taking pressure off of Giannis. So just those two things alone, I'm not going to get into other things that Chris Middleton does, but just those two things alone helps the Bucks a lot.
no, I feel you exactly. He did help them in that one in the year when they won the title. But what I last seen from Chris Middleton was last season. Maybe the injuries is why. He was way more inconsistent than usual. His shooting splits was down. He really didn't look the same way which he did the season before. That could be mainly because of him being hurt. I'm not sure though. So that's what I'm judging Chris Middleton on, what I last seen him, and I'm just a little bit worried about that. I hope I'm wrong though.
Does anybody know the timeline on Joe Ingles?
Not that I know.
When did he tear his ACL?
That was early.
Was
I
it
think
in the
early
playoffs?
last
It was-
year. I don't think
was
it was in
it?
the playoffs.
Hey man, if Joe Ingles come back for them too, that's another dub for him.
He's expected to return sometime in January.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's about to be ugly in Milwaukee.
Shit. I still got Boston or Cleveland upsetting though.
Upsetting who?
Milwaukee.
Yeah, I think you're sleeping on Boston, Ron. Boston is son. Jason
I got
Tatum?
So saying that the
Jason
Milwaukee
Tatum?
Bucks are the best in the NBA is not sleeping on Boston. They could still be competitive.
Nah, son. He says smacking them. They're not smacking the Boston Celtics, bro. The Celtics is tough. Like the
They
Celtics are tough. Jason Tatum is maturing, bro. It's like this is the real deal right here, son. I'm 100% sure, bro.
Yeah, they do got Jaylen Brown, so they'll be all right.
Get
That's a
Jaylen
fact.
Brown up out of here, bro. Like Jaylen Brown. Why
Yo,
you
do
keep
you
bringing
hate
up this
second
guy?
options? Do you hate
Nah,
second options?
son, like,
Because you just shitted on Chris Middleton, and now you're en route to shit on
listen,
Jaylen
I'm
Brown.
gonna shit on whoever I feel like it, bro. But listen, son, like
Before the show, you was shitting on Tyler Hero. Like, do you just not like second options?
let's not talk about Miami. I don't want to talk about Miami right now. It's just Jaylen Brown, bro. Stop. I know the level which you hold this man. I hate the level in which you hold him, bro. He's
Yeah,
not
you
that
just don't
good.
like real hoopers. That's what it is.
He's a what?
Gotta be, but I don't know
What?
what it is.
Jaylen Brown, what does he do so well? Because his handles isn't that
Everything.
great.
Oh,
His
we
handles
talked
ain't
about it
that
doing
already.
great.
this again.
We talked about it already.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
does
you're
everything.
right. We're not gonna do it again. But his handles isn't that great. Let's not be real. Let's not lie. You think he could be a number one, Ron? Consistently?
Depending on the team, yeah.
And that team-
He's a number one part time on this team.
And you talk about how you love you talk about how you hate turnovers, bro, right? He's gonna be turning over that fucking ball.
I never really said I
crazy.
hated turnovers. I brought up turnovers a couple times, but I agree with Mars in that turnovers aren't as big as people make them out to be. Because in order to make plays, you got to turn the ball over sometimes.
Word,
I think
he gonna
everybody
be-
should hate
he-
turnovers. Everybody
gonna-
should hate turnovers.
Dude,
He
all
gonna
I
be
thought
turning
about
over the ball more than making plays.
All I thought about was it was either the night or the day after Mars went on that turnover rant. I was watching the games. Every time someone turned the ball over, I was like, "Oh, that was an okay turnover."
You guys
No, it
are
wasn't.
nasty.
No, it wasn't an okay turnover.
No, exactly. I was,
It was
laughing.
not.
I was like, "Geez."
I'm not gonna lie, Mars. Watching it back over, I'm like, dang, Mars went too in depth about this. He just had to keep it simple, and you just went on a crazy elongated tangent when you didn't have to.
There's no way to
Elongated.
explain turnovers being good.
I try to explain things in a way that no one can misunderstand me, and it doesn't.
Everybody
Oh,
misunderstood.
good luck.
you.
Good luck, Mars. Good luck. Youthful Knowledge said, "Can we shed some light on SGA?" Absolutely. Yes, we can. Let's talk about his first 5 games this season is insane. 38, 24, 33, 28, 32. SGA is having an amazing start of the season, averaging
What'd he do last
31,
game,
5, and
JD?
7.
Against who?
I don't know. There's no stats there, Ron. So, but he's having a great start of the season. So, SGA, what do we think about SGA? I mean, I know we all love SGA, so probably not a whole lot to get into, but
I said he
Y'all
was
know
better.
SGA my
I said
guy,
he was
so-
better than Jaylen Brown, but I was crazy when I said
I'm not
that.
mad. I said he was better than Darius Garland.
I think they're in the same realm.
No,
Completely.
I mean, you could say that.
But yeah, I'm very high on Shai, but he's in OKC. He doesn't get much recognition. And I didn't watch the game last night, so I can't talk about what he did last night. But when I have watched him this season, he looks like the Shai that made me say he was better than Jaylen Brown in the first place. So
I hate
really-
OKC.
they're gonna shut him down about halfway through the year. Though. Like
I
they
hate
always do.
OKC, but that's
You
for
think so?
Yeah,
biased reasons.
they're gonna do that. They always play Shai and then they shut him down because he hurt his toe and it's a 4-month injury. So
You know, Chet's injury can't be all that serious. They just tanking again.
Trying to get Victor Wembanyama. Oh wow,
Yeah,
Victor and
that's
your
what-
mama.
Chet rolled his ankle, and all of a sudden he can't play.
He said Victor remix.
I think
someone
that I
said
think
what
they
makes
should.
Shai better than Jaylen Brown other than
I
my
do
opinion.
want to hear
What
this
else
stuff.
would it be?
He's not better than Jalen. So,
Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie. I think Oklahoma City Thunder should tank and get Victor. You put him on that team. Oh
They
my
were gonna
god,
tank regardless. They were gonna tank.
Oh
with-
my
Yeah.
God, that's right, bro.
yo,
It's not rocket science. Like, of course
Yo.
they should.
no, my son, because somebody asked that before. My dumbass said the Pistons. Hell no, bro. Victor Wembanyama on the damn Thunder.
Yeah, it's corny.
Oh my god,
Shit.
that team would be insane. Just put Chet on the 4, have him be like a stretch big, so he ain't got to be down low. Yo, nah, son, that's it.
That team in 2K too is crazy. TMF Willie sent super chat. Now Ron being racist of Dub look like Khaled. Ron is Ace Hood.
Ace.
Yeah, I didn't see it before. That is wild, man.
Pimp named
Holy
Slipback.
shit.
Hey, Dub, we finna drop the hottest album this year.
Yo,
Christmas
let's do
album
it.
on the way. DJ Khaled and Ace Hood.
Dub did.
Pimp named Slickback sent super chat said 75% of the Nets' problems are coaching. Why on earth does Steve Nash still have a job? Frank Vogel, Quinn Snyder, heck, go get Ime makes no sense.
I like
They ain't
Quinn
finna
Snyder
go
a
get
lot.
Ime.
I like Quinn Snyder.
If they
Snyder
go
on that.
get email, a lot of people gonna be losing quitting their jobs and stepping down. Players gonna be requesting trades.
Robert Pinkney, totally off topic, but can we talk about how the Hornets beat the Warriors? Let's talk about it, Mars.
What's that talk about? We lost to the Hornets.
You see, hey,
All right, well, that's about as far as we're gonna get.
You see JD and Mars. The spin.
What am I meant to say? We lost.
Dale don't want to come on the show because his net's getting packed up. If you guys are wondering where Dale has been, well, he's been
packed up with the Nets.
I don't know. I
thought he's a Knicks fan.
Yeah, but he's a KD fan too.
All right.
The last 2 possessions from Steph, since I have to say something. Steph trying to be some superhero.
Bro, how crazy is that? You summoned
him. The boogeyman and he pops up.
Summoned him. He's like, all right, Ryan. let me put Dell Jr. down for a few minutes. I want to talk about the Utah Jazz Memphis Grizzlies because I am very disappointed in all of you. I'm upset with all of you because everyone was, and I'm glad Dell's coming because I should honestly wait for him to get here, but you know what? I'm going to do this solo dolo because it's 1 versus 4, 1 versus 5. The Memphis Grizzlies. So everyone wants to have this argument of the Memphis Grizzlies are so great without Ja Morant.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And the Utah Jazz are frauds. The Utah Jazz stink. This is not real life what the Utah Jazz are doing. And the Memphis Grizzlies, no Ja Morant last night, lose to the Utah Jazz.
JD, they lost by 1 point.
They still lost.
Hold on.
So if Ja Morant was there, they're not going to lose.
The Jazz are a good team.
Jesus Christ.
I told you guys the Jazz are all right.
But you guys love this narrative. You guys love this narrative.
What narrative are you talking about,
That the Memphis Grizzlies are better without Ja Morant. How does that make any sense?
Who has said that?
Huh?
Yeah, JD, who said that?
Huh?
You guys say without Ja Morant, they're good. They don't need Ja Morant. Without Ja Morant, they're a playoff team already.
That's not what nobody said. It's just when people try to talk about, when people compare Trae Young and Ja Morant, and they bring up, when people try to bring impact to the team, we just highlight the fact that the Memphis Grizzlies are a good team. We can't put all of that solely on him, on why they're so successful.
Are the Utah Jazz a good team?
I think they're a good team.
They're not supposed to be. I don't know.
They're not supposed to be because you got no. Here's the thing about you.
You're a hater. Have you watched the Jazz game? Have you watched the Jazz game this year? They play great basketball. They watch great.
They shouldn't be. They're doing a bad job by playing good. They're not meant to play good, so they're doing their job poorly. That's what's happening. If your job is to lose and you're doing a bad job,
they're not supposed to play good though.
Everyone knows they weren't meant to play good. You don't get that many.
They're not meant to play
be
good.
A good team. No, you're not meant to do that.
Yo, those players, these guys are grown men. They don't give a fuck about Victor Wembanyama. They're like,
and that's not what they're meant to do.
Why you need Victor if you got Lori?
They're meant to care about Victor Wembanyama, so they're doing a bad job.
They don't. So you mean to tell me dudes like Malik Beasley, Jordan Clarkson, Mike Conley, dudes that are older and veteran players that they're worried about getting Victor? They're like, no, bro, we're good enough.
I'm not saying they're worried about getting Victor. I'm saying the front office, their idea was, we're going to get Victor. And now this roster has decided that, no, we want to win some games. So they're doing a bad job in the front office's eyes, which means that the front office is looking at them as being bad employees.
No,
that's what I'm saying. They're bad at their job.
But that's not on them. That's on the front office. They should have got more picks and left Lowry over there.
They're about to trade everyone again.
Oh, well, I mean, if they do that, but the thing that I'm trying to say about Utah is defensively, they're terrible. Offensively, they have one of the best offenses in the league. And so, like I was telling you guys, like those guys can actually really play good together. Last night, I think Kelly Olynyk had 20. I mentioned Kelly Olynyk last show. Euro laughed at me. He had another game winner last night and had 20. Lowry had 20.
I'm laughing at you right now.
Colin Sexton. You know, these are guys that you put together and, you know, they can beat you on any given night. Utah's shooting the lights out right now. On any given night, if you go in there and sleep on them, they'll pop your ass.
Frauds.
They might be frauds, but if you go in there thinking they frauds, Memphis, they gonna beat you.
Mm-hmm. Utah Jazz is really like that, man. I love the way they've been playing basketball. They share the ball a lot. They space the floor out a lot. Lauri Markkanen he's getting buckets, bro. I mean, I gotta give my hats off to him. I didn't think he really was capable of doing that. So they play amazing. Kelly Olynyk too. Shout out to him. I don't really like him like that, but fuck it. He's been playing all right.
Hey, so right now in terms of 3-point percentages, Mike Conley shooting 38,
Damn,
Colin
they're
Sexton shooting
shooting like-
37.
Shooting like a motherfucker.
What's his name? Malik Beasley, who's very underrated. He's shooting 38%. Kelly Olynyk shooting 36. Laurie shooting 36. And Jordan Clarkson shooting 34. Bro, and they're averaging 118 points in the first 5 games. So it's like, bro, you're going to have
their
to
problem.
outperform.
Nah, that's their problem, though. That's why I have to agree with Mars. This isn't successful because they don't really be playing defense like that.
Nah, they don't.
But they've been hitting. They have been hitting their shots, and I don't think that's something sustainable throughout the season. So I don't see them hitting their shots at this clip consistently.
Nah, most definitely not like this. But that's what I'm saying. On any given night, though, they can catch fire, and it's like, bro, if you go,
My mic was muted. That was heat. Dub, that was the quickest contradiction I've ever seen in my life. You just said that the Utah Jazz are them.
I love them, bro. I want to celebrate them. I don't want to shit on people. I hate shitting on people all the time, bro. So I want to give my flowers every now and then. I know I do.
Aren't you a self-proclaimed hater?
Yeah, I get tired of it sometimes. I hate myself sometimes.
Okay. What? You are a walking
you make no
contradiction.
sense.
0 sense. You are quite literally just by existing a contradiction. Indoor Voices sent super chat said, "What's the best competitive move the Lakers can make to not totally waste LeBron's 20th season? He can't be traded until the summer." Honest opinion.
Listen, Jay, I need to clarify something. I had a good day at church. Today, okay? So let's clarify this. I had a good day at church today. I don't feel like being an asshole today. I just want to chill. You feel me? I don't want to be crucifying people all the time and just saying how ass they really are.
Yo, church
so let me celebrate
and
people.
Crucifying is crazy.
100%. So please, let me have this moment of me being a God-loving man today. I found fucking Jesus today, and I just want to be like that.
You're
just literally a walking contradiction. Yeah, like this is insane.
You found effing what?
Dub.
I found Jesus, holy man.
W a Catholic?
Nah, I'm not Catholic.
No, he's a bozo.
I don't like Catholics.
Damn.
Whoa. Yo, Dub, bro, can you walk that back? Very.
My bad.
Yo, be easy.
Yo.
I'll see myself out.
Look at you. All the wheels are spinning up there.
That is a wild boy.
That was crazy. That does not mean anything that he says. Let's talk about the Portland Trailblazers. Cause like we said last show, they're off to a hot start. They are currently 5-1, but Dame is out for 1 to 2 weeks with a calf strain. So I'm just curious, with this hot start, can the Blazers continue to play well without Dame, or is this he's gone? They're kind of, that hot streak's going to become cold real fast.
Sometimes early in the season, for like your star to go out for not like a long time, but just like a week or two, like you said with Dan, I think sometimes that can help the team.
I agree.
I mean, they have a hard set of games coming up, so.
Yeah, but still, I think that baby adversity right there is going to do them good. Especially later down the line, if they are actually, going to be a playing team or like, playoff team. I think, they will already have like a little test run. They will know what it feels like to, be under pressure and, actually having to step up. So, and then I think Ant Simons, he's going to be able to, grow in this scenario as well.
Even
remember last year, Dame wasn't there last year too, and it allowed Ant to grow as well. So this is kind of just furthermore accelerating that. What was you
I'm just looking forward to seeing Shaden Sharp in a bigger role now.
Even further than that, though, Mars, when how you said they're playing against tougher competition. If they were playing against like some weak teams right now, and they start winning those games without Dame, I think that would actually be detrimental. Have them like kind of feeling themselves when it's like, oh, we weren't playing anybody, good. So playing a hard team and maybe even winning or like having close games without Dame, I think it'd give them some confidence and show them like, okay, like we can, we could do this really. Especially when we have our guy back in Dame.
They just beat Houston without Dame, but it's Houston, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like their young players, but I don't think they're, that really counts yet.
But they got Grizzlies, Suns, Heat, Hornets, Pelicans, Mavs, Spurs, Nets, Jazz, Bucks.
They're gonna beat the Heat.
There's a few tough games in there. I don't know how long Dame will be out.
They said just 1 to 2 weeks.
What's his injury?
Calf strain. Yeah. So it's probably
Yeah.
more
I
so
mean,
like
I hope that's not going to be lingering.
right.
Then he'll probably be back around the Nets game, but that's still quite a few tough games in there. So
He got to sit down as long as he needs to. I hope he doesn't try to rush back.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes you can sit out all you want, and or at least a recommended time, and not rush it back, and it can still be a thing. It can bother you for the entire season.
Right.
So let's hope that's not the case.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I hate like little knick-knack injuries like that, and that you just can't get rid of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're such a bozo. All right, let's get into contenders or pretenders. I'm going to list off some teams, some NBA teams here this season. I want you to tell me if they are a contender or a pretender. We can talk about all why you chose what you chose afterwards. So we're gonna go Dub, Mars, Bob, Euro, Ron. Contenders or pretenders? Dub, starting with you, the Miami Heat.
Pretenders.
Contenders. They got Jimmy and Bam. They got action.
They got no action.
they got dribble handoff. That's all the action they run.
Man, y'all sleeping on Pat Riley in the fold and what he's gonna do. I really.
Oh no, he can make some moves for sure, but not this year.
Why not,
bro? No.
It's I ain't seen the Miami Heat be trash in a while, so I'm going to.
This is what they get for giving Duncan all that money.
They'll make the playoffs. They'll definitely make the playoffs.
Duncan.
Yeah, that's wild. Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, I know. You so you're not blaming that on like the other guy?
Who, Tyler?
Yeah, that's where the money's at.
Well, I mean, they gave Duncan his what 2-3 seasons. 2 seasons ago.
Still, what I'm saying is that we're talking bang for buck though.
Tyler's
like
much. So they gave Duncan 90. They gave Tyler what 120.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the difference in pay. I'm talking about what do you think is worth more, Duncan Robinson's contract or Tyler Hero's?
Duncan. I think I'd rather give Tyler 120 than Duncan
90.
contract.
Because at least Tyler Hero's going out doing what he's supposed to be doing. Duncan Robinson doesn't even get PT like that. You paying somebody 90. You paying somebody 90 mil to just sit on the bench. It's the fucking waste.
I mean
that's on the coach.
Yeah.
On the coach, if the guy's not making a shot, how is that on the coach?
What I'm saying, bro, is he going to start making shots from the bench then? He's going to have to play.
We playing it for an extended period of time, and he's not hitting his shots.
Max
you just can't. If a guy don't bring nothing else to the game but 3-point shot, he's not doing his job.
He's a specialist.
Why is he out there? Why is he out
there? So are you saying that Klay Thompson shouldn't be playing right now? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Because at least Klay Thompson could bring. Because at least Klay Thompson could bring other things to the game. Duncan Robinson, Klay Thompson is a better defender than Duncan Robinson.
He's better than Duncan Robinson, but that's because Duncan Robinson is one of the West.
But he has some.
It doesn't mean he's bringing it to the game.
But no. But it still has some level of value, correct? Not amazing. I'm not gonna say he's this crazy defender, but it's some good level of value, right?
It's not negative value.
Yes. Okay, perfect. That's my point. Duncan Robinson is not a terrible defender. He doesn't play make like that. He's just a shooter. If you're not doing shooting, why are you here? That's the only thing I'm paying you to do. Like, what are you doing?
I'm not mad at Duncan Robinson. I'm just mad at him getting that 90. And I'm not, not necessarily like, I'm happy he got.
Damn, that's some hater shit right there.
No. I'm happy he got his money, but I'm just like, that's bad. I wish he would have got it somewhere else because the Heat shouldn't have gave him that much money. That's what I'm saying.
Next team, contenders or pretenders, the Portland Trailblazers.
We talking about contending for the playoffs or shit?
What do you think?
Who says contending for the playoffs?
We do.
Fuck. Pretenders. I don't want to say I'm sorry. Dame's my favorite player, bro. I don't want to say pretenders, but I'll say pretenders.
Frauds.
Damn. No.
That was a beautiful way you just said it.
Who?
You're welcome.
Trailblazers. We're talking about this year. You're just
yeah.
Like, what are you thinking about over there?
I mean, I have no expectations of them, so I can't say either way. Like it is what it is.
So they're just out there pretending, bro. They're just out there LARPing.
It's on me.
Well, you're the only one who hasn't said anything.
So on Gridiron, it's this little, we got this little saying that like if you say something crazy, it's like Bama would be like, "Oh, you smoking catnip. You crazy to say that. You smoking catnip if you say that." Y'all see this catnip right here? Contenders.
What is going on, man?
Yo,
You
why
don't
you
even believe
smoking
that.
catnip, bro?
You don't even
Who's
believe
next?
that.
I don't think you believe it either.
Boy, this catnip hitting. No, this after reevaluating things in the West, maybe we are kind of thinking that the teams are a little better than they are, and some teams aren't as good as they are. Before the season, I said the Blazers are a little better than you guys give them credit for. But I think that maybe they might be in that 3-4 range, possibly. At Mars, I know it sounds crazy. I know it does, but if the Clippers aren't going to play up to their expectations, the die isn't cast on the Nuggets. You guys love the Nuggets, but I don't know about the Nuggets.
I feel you on that.
That's what I'm saying. They can squeak up there. I think they can be possibly a 4 seed
And lose in the first round.
They could. And they can be a 6 seed and lose in the first round too.
Yeah. So regardless,
but they can also be a
they're not
6 seed and make
making
the
finals.
They can also be a.
Damn, Mars is gonna be tight as hell when the Blazers beat the Warriors.
Yo,
in
if the
playoff.
Blazers beat the Warriors, Mars, I'm coming for you. I'm not gonna lie.
What? No
All
more
of-
allegiance?
Nah, because I remember saying Dame can be a number one and everything like that. Dame's my favorite
He
player.
can't.
If he beats them, though,
That still
For,
wouldn't
like,
prove anything. If he
for
beats us in
10
the first rounds and then goes home the next round, what did that prove?
I don't care. If he beats you guys, I'm coming for you.
All
I
right.
don't care.
All right, Dub, I'm coming for you right now. Mavs.
Oh yeah, contenders.
Pretenders.
Boo.
Pretenders.
I'll plead the fifth. I want to stay on the call.
Amazing answer, Ron. Why y'all sleeping on the Mavs like that, though?
JD,
I think I
You
just
know
use
the
the word
answer.
contenders a lot more.
I think they
I'm
can
a
make the
lot- I'm a lot
finals.
stricter with the word. Yeah, I don't see that.
You don't see them at all beating the Warriors.
I can see them in the conference finals losing in a series that isn't close.
I don't know. I think last year, the story for them last year was a lot of guys was missing wide open shots. So I think if those guys were hitting the shots, the series would have been closer. So I kind of find it hard for that to happen again. But I mean, we'll never know. Those guys was wide open. Luka was feeding them, and they just wasn't hitting.
Hey, Dub, JD, read my lips. Play in. Okay?
And they finna lose in the play-in too.
To the Kings, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The Kings. That's crazy. All right. Next team, Dub. Utah Jazz.
Nah, pretenders.
Come on,
bro.
JD.
Yeah, pretenders, man.
Imposters,
Frauds.
frauds.
Pretenders for sure.
Bunch of
Wait,
Kareems on that team.
Oh,
Bunch of
Ron.
Let me ask this catnip right now. Let me ask this nip right now. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. They for sure pretenders.
A bunch of Kareems on the team is elite.
That's out of pocket. That's so out of pocket.
Best
Alright,
thing
Dub.
I've heard all day.
Atlanta Hawks.
Phew, I love them, bro. Pretenders, because I don't think they could beat the Bucks or Boston, bro.
pretenders. But Trey Young's been picking it up since this kind of slow start. So that's good to see.
Pretenders.
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 Ron
Contender
just
for what?
loves Trey. Ron just loves Trey Young and hates
No,
him.
Ron just
No,
loves
it's-
smoking
no,
gas.
That's all I've-
No,
that's
it's
all
not
I've-
just
And
Trey,
his
though.
boy DeJounte is on the team now
Exactly,
too, so it's a wrap.
exactly. Yo, but this the thing though. DeJounte really over there hooping for real. He really shooting
doubt.
shooting the piss out the ball from three. Obviously, you know he's gonna play defense over there. So now they got three people in that lineup that balances out their defense with Clint Capella, DeJounte, and DeAndre Hunter. That allows Trey a little more freedom to go around and do what he wants to on the offensive end with DeJounte helping him. They now got 2 people over there that are top 10 in the league in assists. So their offense, the ball movement, the playmaking, the creativeness of their offense, now it has excelled that much more with DeJounte. So DeJounte really made him much better on both ends of the floor. John Collins, now he's getting spoon-fed from both of them, so he gets easier looks. Guys like Bogdanovich, when he comes in the game, he's going to get open threes. Boy, I think that you guys are sleeping on the Hawks. I think they scary, bro. For real.
I like the Hawks. I agree with
scary
everything
to
you
go
said.
home in round 2. I agree. Scary to go home in round 2.
All right, last one, and Dell can join in on this one. He'll go last. The Brooklyn Nets, Dub.
Oh, shit. Damn, bro. Why y'all gonna do this to me?
Damn.
Did he just remove himself?
Yeah.
I don't want to answer. I don't want to answer this. I don't want to answer it. I don't want to answer it. Can I plead the fifth too? Ron pleaded the fifth. I want to plead the fifth. I don't
Just
wanna
go
answer
ahead and
this.
say it.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say
Tell
it.
the
I
truth.
don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, bro. I don't want to
Go
say it.
ahead. Go ahead and say Pretenders. It's fine. You're gonna live.
Damn, bro. Right now they looking like pretenders, bro.
They
Sad
always have
thing.
been pretenders. So, yes, pretenders.
Mm. Bob, you're muted.
Thanks. If KD was a better leader, they could be contenders. But
Come on, bro.
But the leadership is great.
Pretenders for now.
I'm gonna keep my same stance with the Nets, and I do believe as long as you have Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Ben Simmons, I don't give a shit who's coaching, and I really don't too much care about the role players, even though role players do matter. That's an agenda I'm pushing. I think they can still be contenders.
they got solid role players, though.
Yeah, no, they do. But I was just saying, when you have those 3 guys, I don't give a shit who else is around them.
Dell?
Hello, delicious.
What's up? Yo, I just have a quick question for you. Before I answer.
Me?
Yeah. Is Jordan Poole contract, is that worthy?
Yeah.
But Tyler Heroes isn't. Why?
Poole is better than Hero.
Oh, he's not.
I agree with that too.
No, he's not. Bro.
I think he's better, but I don't think it's by such
not
a
by-
margin. where
I mean, we're not
it's
talking
one's
margins.
contract.
We're not talking margins.
I
We're
don't.
talking
But
black
I mean,
and white.
if one person's contract is,
And I don't mean
the
that-
other one on the same
That's a nice
contract.
pun.
Literally. I don't mean that literally. That was heat.
I think if Heroes in the Jordan Poole role, he's doing the same thing, and I think Poole is in Miami, he's doing the same thing. I think these are the most 2 interchangeable players that we have in terms of comparison.
Yeah, sure.
I down to my core, I don't believe Tyler Hero will be able to function to the same level as Jordan Poole with the Warriors. No way.
Why not? Well, what?
No way. I just because I don't think because when I look at Hero, I don't want to throw the selfish word out there because I don't think it's that, but I just feel like the way that he approaches the game, it's just not Warrior style, in my opinion.
Well,
I think you have to have certain qualities about your game,
right?
You know what I mean, that makes you fit with that system and those players and
what's
everything like that.
They both shoot the 3 ball. They both dance with the basketball. They both mid range. I think Jordan Poole has a little bit more flair, but their game is fairly very, very similar.
Yeah, I mean they could be similar. That's cool.
And for the Golden State way, Jordan Poole being outside of his box, that's why he got punched in the face. So if the Golden State way is not selfishness, that's why he got punched in the face.
Do you know that's why he got punched in the face? We're all just speculating on that.
Inside scoop. I was a little loud.
Oh, well, let us know then. Shit, this is the real news right here.
My chest was a little high. Like I said it with my chest. I said it with my chest. But nah, in terms of the game-wise, it's I think it's similar. But back to the topic, the Nets are conference champions. So take that whichever you want. That's my answer. Nets pretenders or contenders? No, conference champions. And they're losing
that last year.
And so I'm gonna say it this year. And they're losing to the Warriors in the chip.
Fire.
I hope.
King Joe with the super chat. He said the Mavs are contenders if they play the Warriors first round and catch them slipping. And then sent a follow up, said Warriors don't play their best in the first round. All right.
Yo, Del, Olympic rings hat is fire, by the way.
For sure, is he?
Yeah,
I'm surprised you didn't break out the Players' Choice Olympic rings windbreaker with that.
I felt when Ron said my name and I said I'd be in 10 minutes, it was Olympic ring like, so that's what I put on that.
Yeah, for sure. I guess, we need to be calling out your name a little bit more often, man. We miss you on the show, bro.
No, y'all don't. Y'all diss me, and I'm taking the sabbatical for a whole show until I heard.
We diss you.
Yes. HR did. I ranted about this last show a little bit, but I didn't get everything because I didn't want to. I hate every time I'm going on YouTube, I see a new segment popping up. Mars got soccer, hockey. Bob got reggae music. Reggae music. I love what you and Shaq doing. Can't knock on that. It's like, where's Dell in this? Like, no, me and JD got no spinoffs.
You got PC Music. What are you talking about?
What's that?
I'm not gonna hold you, Dell. Dell, you know where I think you'd be amazing in? Like a Woj. I think you'd be like an amazing Woj.
You know what's crazy? That's why I asked y'all, how do y'all get onto Open Gym? I wanted to come on Open Gym to talk about y'all.
Oh, well, let's do it this week.
Open Gym, like the fans pick him, Dell versus the panel.
Okay.
That's what I want.
So you're saying we stole your thunder?
It's versus you and Mars.
That's your gripe with us too?
Ron, you're the new HR person I'm hearing. Set it up.
Dale, we already talked. I told you, bro. Just hit me.
No, what we got planned for that date that's fire. But before that, set it up.
Got you. Just hit me. I'm gonna hit you after the show. We're gonna make something happen.
Yeah, all right, good. Hi, Bob.
Oh my god. Let's see. Spurs number 12 draft pick from 2021 draft. Josh Primo's been released following multiple alleged incidences of him exposing himself to women. Primo put out a statement. He said, "I know that you all are surprised by today's announcement. I've been seeking help to deal with previous trauma I suffered and will now take this time to focus on my mental health treatment more fully. I hope to be able to discuss these issues in the future so I can help others who have suffered in a similar way. I appreciate privacy at this time."
This came before it was revealed what he did, right?
Yeah.
The statement.
Like they released him, and then his statement came out,
Yep.
and then it was released. Like what? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Don't you think that's because he probably knew he got caught up? So he said that before, that way it looked like he meant it sincere.
Well, what I hate
I
about
don't know.
mental health right now is the fact that people question it every time now. Like, because I guess it's being used so much, people take it as that's a scapegoat. When what he's doing, maybe he's a 20-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying? He's still a kid.
19.
That's a fact.
19?
No, he's 19.
19.
I remember he was the youngest rookie drafted.
Exactly.
Last year. That was just last year.
In a dangerous world. You know what I'm saying? The money, the stuff you see, private jets, like you really, if you go through trauma in a larger than life scale, you really could be like, those could be triggers. Like, I'm not saying what he did is correct, or of course it's not correct, but give him no leeway. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows if
Yeah, but my question is this though, because the issue is that he exposed himself to women. So let's just say, all right, man, he has a mental health issue, right? And in order for him to cope with that is to expose himself to women. Like that really don't make.
No,
I'm not a clinician, so I can't tell you if it's
I'm saying I don't think that's the trauma. Like, oh, my mental health is that I exposed myself. I think the triggers could be like something that was like literally done to him feeling larger than life, taken advantage of, or him like masseuse or whoever the place may be, thinking every woman because of his status he could do these things to a trainer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking is my mental health is that I exposed myself. I think the triggers are like what he's probably been through, if he been touched or he been accepted. Right. In that lens. Because honestly, I would be on your boat if I felt like, yeah, against women, I just exposed myself. I don't think I can't shoot him no bail on that, bro. Just because you've been touched, and that's a horrible. Hold on,
we should also
traumatic.
We should also say that we don't know what the trauma is yet. Right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So, but I mean, this is player's choice. We love to assume and make an ass out of everybody.
For sure. But I just want to make it clear, like what we're saying is like we don't know what the trauma is. So I mean, these are just kind of like assumptions at this point, but just want to make that clear.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, now that you say that, I shouldn't say anything about that. It's just, bro, just don't, you know what I mean? Pull your dick out in front of people that don't ask for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard, man.
Boy,
sometimes don't pull it out when people
No
ask
pun
you.
intended.
Bobby, whatever you just said, please don't say it again. I have no idea what you just said.
Nah, I was just saying sometimes if people ask you to pull it out, you should pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful nowadays. Don't just pull out,
No, you
pull out
should.
Don't just up it. You know what I mean?
Don't just show it. You should. If you're not trying to have kids pull out, but you feel me? If you're not trying to show it, don't show it.
Go ahead, Ron.
Keep that thing up, man.
I'm not gonna say what I said. If you heard what I said, you heard what I said.
All right, let's talk about MVP ladder. Seamless transition here. The official NBA MVP ladder has.
Did we talk about Kyrie? Did y'all talk about that already?
Nah,
we have not.
Not really. No.
That's where you was gonna go. But
Go ahead.
No, I just want to know what you guys thought of the back and forth with the reporter based on what's going on. His post. I sent the link in the. I don't know if you guys watched it. I sent the link in the.
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I think Kyrie
did
stood his
too.
ground, and the reporter was trying to fish on something. It's like people be reaching, and he was trying to fish on something about Kyrie Irving when that wasn't the case. Kyrie said in the video that he disagreed with everything that Alex Jones was doing in the situation that the reporter brought up, but there was a post that Alex Jones had talking about secret societies in America, and he said, I was talking about that because that's something that's true. But he did state his opinion about Alex Jones and the situation is going in now. He completely disagreed with it. And the reporter was trying to fish for some shit just to get Kyrie caught up. And I think Kyrie did an amazing job.
My bigger thing from this is not even about the reporter, it's the Nets owner. I think he brought more light on this to the negative side of Kyrie than any reporter could. I couldn't understand why the owner would call out Kyrie and not even, you know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of gross. When I seen his, I'm like, wait, what? This is your player, your what's the name? But I guess in his mind, he's protecting his money. So he thinks if any other show, I don't agree with whatever. But it's kind of like the R. Kelly situation in a way. It's like, oh, don't listen to R. Kelly music because he did this thing. So Kyrie's like, I don't agree with him lying about Sandy Hook or him creating that narrative with Sandy Hook. But if he writes an article with Secret Society that I agree with, what can I say to I agree with that stance of, but all that other stuff, I'm not with none of that. But that Secret Society, I'm with that. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what, because what comes with the person, I guess.
You don't think there's some hidden animosity between the owner and Kyrie?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, that's kind of, listen.
And that's what showed it?
So, you think Josiah told the reporter to kind of apply the pressure a little bit?
It has nothing to do with the reporter. I think, like Pete, if your owner or whoever, in retrospect, Kyrie still have on the Brooklyn Nets brand. You see what I'm saying? So he could have texted Kyrie. He could have, whatever the case may be. He went to the media to talk about Kyrie Irving in a stance where it's gonna look Kyrie even worse. It's like, damn, I don't even have my player back to listen to try to understand what he's saying. I'm taking it as this. That's the owner. That was gross. You know what I'm saying? It's that was insane. So if Kyrie come out and say, yeah, I don't talk I didn't speak to the owner. If Kyrie come out, yeah, I don't speak to my owner. He just signs my checks. How is everybody looking at Kyrie then? That was I didn't think as an owner of a Kyrie name, he should have went that way. That was kind of nasty. It just seemed Kyrie might not even get a contract from them. Kyrie might be done there in terms of, unless they win the chip or something, because owners always trying to protect.
Nah, for sure. It's for sure done. The owner's fed up with some of the shit that Kyrie's been doing with the COVID things and stuff like that, not showing up. So, yeah, I really think him and the owner's probably on their way out of each other. They fed up with each other.
Right.
I didn't even know the owner said anything. I didn't know that's how the situation got brought to light. I thought it was strictly on Kyrie just, posted it on a story. But to touch on that, though, people got to understand that when you post something, it doesn't always mean that you're glorifying it. Like, and Kyrie explained that. Like, he was promoting it, but he wasn't promoting it in a good way. And I don't even know promoting is the right term, but he was putting it out there so people know that this is a situation to be aware of. He wasn't putting it out there to glorify it. He was putting it out there to really shit on it.
No, but even though it don't matter. But the thing the reporter was missing, he's saying Kyrie's promoting.
Yeah.
Promoted the dude that wrote the Secret Side. He promoted that article.
Yeah.
When promoting it in light, he's connecting it with the negative side of the
exactly.
That's stop saying promote with that, because this has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily mean promote. I just meant like
I'm saying it could be promote, but he was trying to correlate the two, and like he was being gross about it
for sure.
Me,
he was reaching for a connection
so hard, reaching like crazy.
All right, let's talk about the NBA MVP ladder. So 1 through 5: Ja Morant, Giannis, Luka Doncic, Pascal Siakam, DeMar DeRozan at 5, and then 6 through 10 they got Damian Lillard, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, Paul George, and Desmond Bane.
Where De'Aaron at?
You have to win some games. Unfortunately,
you know what? Due to me just realizing how messed up that fucking list is, my MVP for the whole entire year is going to be Donovan Mitchell until he starts playing not the same. So Donovan Mitchell he's not top 10, Jay. He's not even top 10. That's ridiculous. Donovan Mitchell's an MVP. Y'all want to be nasty, bro? We could be nasty. Y'all some nasty ass motherfuckers. He's not even top 10. DeMar DeRozan over him? Like, cut it out. Donovan Mitchell MVP. I'm gonna be saying it for a very long time.
Top 10 player, top 10 on this list.
MVP.
Okay.
Okay, no, not player. But maybe.
MVP ladder after 5 games is crazy, but
I mean, to be fair, I think that there are players on here who are going to be there at the end of the season. So Ja Morant,
I just don't get why it would be a thing. But
we just did a contender and pretender list.
Mars, do you not understand that storylines make
content is content? So.
Storylines make the NBA. If there were no storylines, no one would watch the NBA. Only people who really love
basketball would watch the NBA. The people,
and they would have terrible ratings.
Yeah, Mars in America.
Yeah, I know. I understand it's a business.
About capitalism.
This is why another reason why I don't care about accolades, because it's all just about pushing a narrative to get ratings. But whatever. Yeah, great list. Pascal Siakam at 4, fantastic.
Pascal Siakam is hilarious.
Do you think Donovan Mitchell should be above Pascal?
If you're gonna do this, Donovan Mitchell has to be in the top 5. The Cavs are like 4-1. Darius Garland has played one game.
One game.
He's been going crazy. DeMar DeRozan on any sort of list is criminal, but
I love it.
I feel you, Mars.
DeRozan playing bad?
He's playing like DeMar DeRozan.
He was second team All NBA yesterday. Last year, man.
Criminal.
Yes. You don't think he deserved to make second team All NBA last year?
I think he was the second best small forward in the NBA last year. No.
Oh, okay, so yours goes about who you think the better player is, correct?
Yes, because that's how things should be done. But like I said, narratives. So that's whatever.
You know, Mars, I agree with you 100%. I never thought I'd agree with you again after that Pele take.
Oh, I'm 100%. I'm 100% better.
Mars, don't bring that shit on this platform.
Yeah,
that over there.
Mars, that is the best thing I fucking heard, Mars.
LeBron James should have been on what team last year?
None.
Why? Based on the bullshit y'all just spewed my way.
First or second.
Oh man.
You think first or second?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kawhi was hurt.
Okay. Interesting.
But I do understand, like, you have to play a certain amount of games. Like, if you put LeBron lower because of games played, that's cool. But I think he played enough. So
right.
I don't know why.
You don't think a player playing better is a better player based on circumstance, and I understand that aspect of it. But I understand giving second team to a person for that year if there were a second team. I don't think they're better than a player, but DeMar DeRozan definitely deserved to be second team based on how he played. I don't think he's better than KD or Jason Tatum or whatever, but he should have been a second team All NBA last year just for that year. Like he deserved that, and that's how I view that aspect.
No, I got you. I got you on that. That makes sense. But still, even with that being said, if it's just for that year, I don't think DeRozan was the second best player at his position last year.
Oh, okay, probably not. But he probably was playing like one.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm feeling you on like it's not about who's the best player overall.
It's
just
like
about who's the best
MVP.
player that year. But I don't think DeRozan still. With that being said, I still don't think he was the second best player at his position.
I don't think Joker was the best player in the world last year. I'm not going to say he didn't probably deserve an MVP. I think it goes around the same lens.
Donovan Mitchell MVP.
He has a better case than DeMar DeRozan for sure.
Push that issue, Dub. I like that.
Push that narrative, bro.
I'm gonna say it once every show.
Terrible,
Start a movement.
Terrible narrative.
Don't the Bulls have a negative record right now?
Let me check. I'm not sure.
The Chicago Bulls.
The Bulls are 3-4. Yeah.
Chicago Bulls.
And he's an MVP candidate.
Yeah, 3-4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why DeMar is up here over several people, but
yeah, like De'Aaron Fox.
Whatever. It's because they were trying to catapult him into the MVP race last year that they want to just keep him up there.
How is Paul George on the list? How did that happen?
Oh my God, Paul George made the list?
Because he's better than Devin Booker.
I don't know how.
Paul George made the list.
I don't know how that happened.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna get into it because I got a whole Paul George.
I just saw Paul George.
It's locked and loaded. I'll unleash the clip.
Yeah, MVP ladder's a criminal.
Should it say on here? Fall off, right?
I want to talk about the rookies. Rookie race here. So they also have a rookie of the year ladder. They got Paolo at 1, Benedict Mathurin at 2, Jabari Smith Jr. at 3, Jalen Duren at 4, Jaden Ivey at 5. Really quick, I have an NBA bench scoring leaders list. Who do you think is leading that?
I would probably say Christian.
Yeah,
bench score.
Christian Wood, Jordan Poole, Colin Sexton.
Colin, yeah.
So here's the top 5 bench scoring leaders. Number 1 is Benedict Mathurin, averaging 21. Number 2 is Christian Wood, averaging 19. Number 3 is Jordan Poole, 15.8. 4 is Alperen Sengun, 15.7. And then John Wall at number 5. Ron? John Wall. Yo, Benedict Mathurin could really get like a 6th man of the year.
And rookie of the year?
He's going to be starting.
Would be
He's not going to win it over Paolo.
Yeah,
once they trade Buddy Hield, he's going to be starting.
Why can't he get it over Paolo?
I think Paolo's just more.
For why?
Because when we look at Ben and then Paolo, I don't want to get my words wrong, but it's almost like Paolo's more of the focal point. He's more of the star of the show, running the show. Ben Mathurin is great, selling his role, but almost like a role player, just excelling. He's a guy
I think it's more impressive for a role player to average 20-something than a star to average 20-something.
How if there's other guys that's feeding you the rock, and there's other than Paolo, he's over here
because if I'm not even the first option, if I'm not even the first option, and I'm still averaging a dub, that says something about my game.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to be impressive, of course, but I think the guy who is more important to their team, and along with the numbers that he's putting up, you got to give it to him. You have to.
Also, I want to see why Keegan Murray wasn't on that list.
Thank you. Keegan Murray is top 5. He's
Keegan Murray.
He's top 3.
Yeah, he's third on my list right now. But I guess it's because he missed the first couple of games. I think.
Nah, it's because he plays for the Kings. Because he plays for the Kings. That's all it is.
He was my rookie of the year pick. So
is he still?
Nah. But he'll come third.
The Queens.
So, I don't know how I forgot this, but at the top of the show, I was going to address something, and I guess I'll do it an hour and 45 minutes into the show because we're here. Last show, I dove off a nasty, disgusting cliff that I didn't know was that nasty until I got checked in the DMs after people had watched that episode. I was getting on Kawhi's ass. I did not know that Kawhi Leonard has degenerative, is that the word? Degenerative?
Yeah. That's that B-Roy shit.
Knees.
So I was trying to tell you guys.
I first of all, I am a bozo. I am a moron. I am sorry, Kawhi. That was a nasty.
Kawhi's not watching.
That was nasty out of me. It was disgusting. It was nasty. I apologize. That is crazy that I went off that cliff. So I completely understand. Like, I actually understand it now. If I had known that going into my rant, probably wouldn't have said anything. But since I was so in the moment and Ron was trying to tell me in the moment, I refused to listen because all I saw was red. So there it is.
What does he have?
Degenerative knees.
It means it's like your knees over time. It's just genetics. Like your knees just deteriorate probably faster than it's supposed to. My little brother has something like that too. It is what it is. It's
I had a
just
teammate
genetics.
like that. That shit is no joke.
Yeah, man.
Sad. I think Todd Gurley, football player for the Rams, I think he was getting arthritis in his knees as well. It's just genetics. Like some people just it goes faster. It's sad. I just don't like the inconsistencies of the NBA community. That's all. Like just
People are asking
Chris
why
Paul
that
doesn't have
matters.
degenerative knees. I know where you're going with this from a mile away. He doesn't. He doesn't. He might
He's
have a
a-
degenerative
He's
body in general, but
Dub
not
wants
his
to
Mr.
speak
Glass.
on this every episode for
He's
What?
Mr. Glass.
What's the thing you've been on, Dub?
No, it's just the fact that the NBA world just doesn't provide the same energy towards a lot of people. There's guys who get hurt a lot
AKA
as
Chris
well.
Paul.
You think Chris Paul is the second best point guard ever, correct? Or you got
Yeah,
back?
I think he's the
I'm-
10th best player in the.
Let me see my list. Let me
NBA
double check my
all-time.
list again. Let me double check my list.
No, I'm just talking about point guards. Because I missed a
I know,
few,
I know.
I missed a few heaters.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's Steph and Chris Paul, but Steph and Chris Paul are interchangeable. So
Yeah, Steph
Paul
and
could be
Chris
one.
Paul.
That
Steph
is
and Chris Paul,
that's
yep.
like
Where
bro.
Magic at?
Behind them.
He could be at third.
No, bro, that's
He could be at third.
that's something that somebody that was born in 2005 would say because that's all they seen. Like that,
Nah,
that
I
makes
I've
sense.
seen Magic Johnson. Nah.
Alan,
Magic Johnson, nah.
I hope that
Play
I
with
pronounced
Kareem, man.
this correctly. Alan Katende sent a super chat. The MVP ladder the NBA released was just the best single game performances of the year so far. Not a traditional MVP ladder. That comes out next week. Thank you, Alan, for pointing that out. Again, L host.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
Georgia
Mars.
had 40 points. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Mars. When I was in middle school, you don't know how long it took for me to say that Stephen Curry was better than Chris Paul. It took me a very long time. Like I didn't say it until maybe like 2018 or 2019.
You were in middle school then?
I have a friend who wouldn't say.
You were in middle school 3 years ago?
Oh, I'm tripping. No. Oh, I'm tripping. I am tripping. My bad. Fuck what I just said. I'm in the school.
But I have a friend who wouldn't say Steph was better than Russell Westbrook until like a year ago. So
Was his name Laurent?
he's another UK citizen, but he's a Russell Westbrook stan. So he wouldn't tell me that.
Chris Paul being the greatest point guard ever is anything.
It's pretty
I
fire.
mean, what's so flawed about his game, though?
Forget-
Is there
how
any?
about Jason Kidd and Magic Johnson?
I think Jason Kidd is better than him.
But what's so flawed about Chris Paul's game?
I
Is there
don't think me saying I think other people is better don't mean his game is flawed.
hmm That's the point, though. When I'm looking at a Chris Paul, I see a guy who is so complete, especially at his position. And I see a lot of times in his career, we weren't able to see the full potential of the Clippers, the full potential of the Houston Rockets, mainly because of his terrible health issues.
But we do not have to talk about
So
this
it's
again.
just, I'm not going to do it.
I-
But
I-
Dell
I don't
hasn't
know- I
been
don't
here.
know how- I
Dell
don't know how
hasn't
Chris
been here,
Paul's
so I
completely
have-
But
averaging
473 people have, so
Chris Paul can't be completely.
So like the
averaging 4
video so we can
rebounds a
move
game.
on.
Russell Westbrook's more complete.
Fuck rebounds, Mars. You know how I feel about
Russell
that.
Westbrook's more complete. Triple doubles.
Triple doubles. You got it. You got it, Mars.
Exactly. Thank you.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
Del, since you haven't been here for a while, what do you want to get off your chest? What do you want to talk about?
Chris Paul being the best point guard ever was one of them. That was
And you see what Jay's doing? He just wants to move it, huh? L host. Drop an L host in the chat.
I missed. No, that's not this one. I missed something else that was very chaotic.
Have you been staying up to date with the Players' Choice episodes, though?
Yes, for the most part, that and Ron was the L host for the Tuesday show. He lied to me, but that's another beef with HR. Lied to my face.
So HR should be called LR?
Lied to
LR
my
for sure.
face completely through Telegram. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, you're dealing with the upper echelon when they use the word detailed.
I'm curious about what happened here, Ron. What did you do?
I'm Chris Paul at my job, okay? I'm sorry, Dale.
So Westbrook better than you too?
I got it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm original core 4. I'm getting a shirt made that's gonna say Dell's choice. And player's choice is gonna be under like little logo. What I like is gonna be next to it. A few of y'all missing. Mars, you're up there. Surprisingly, didn't think you'd make it, but you made it. I got a DM like, "Hey, stop picking on Mars." I'm like, shut up! I'll pick on you.
One of your friends said this, or was a random DM?
It's a random DM.
Why does everybody think
everyone
Mars
picks
is up
him.
here getting picked on?
I was
Mars
like,
damn near got the biggest bag up here.
Age, bro. I was like, shut up before I pick on you. What are you talking about? He's like,
I don't think
shut
I
up.
get picked on, but
And I
everyone
sent
else
him
seems to
a
think I get
picture.
picked on.
I'm surprised he didn't post it yet of me giving him the finger.
I'm not gonna lie, Mars. I love the T shit that Ticket was doing. That T shit was hilarious.
I don't even drink tea.
Oh, and I missed that. I was in the chat saying it was a Ticket versus Mars thing. I missed. I want to see that. I didn't get up. I didn't see that. But I'll be there shortly.
Yo, when Ticket left the show, everybody like, "Oh, Ron, you kicked Ticket out the show. Bring him back in. Bring him back in." Little did they know Ticket had already told me. You said what?
He came back in his car.
Yeah. So
Okay, yeah, I seen some of that.
So
That
people
was
were like,
hilarious.
people thought I kicked him out the chat, but or off the show, but they didn't know. Like he had already told me ahead of time, yo, I got practice, so I gotta leave early. So, but he left earlier than I thought he was gonna leave. So he left right in the middle of a rant. He was literally ranting and said some shit to Mars and then just left. And so people thought that I kicked him out because of what he said to Mars. Then all of a sudden he pops back in driving. the people in the chat talking about, oh yeah, you said what?
People was like honking at it. He was like going. It looked like he was like just going 80 miles per hour in the 35 zone.
He looked like he was like
Breathing at Mars like it was wild.
Like
Man.
he was O.J. Simpson in the White Turkey.
That shit was hilarious.
The tickets on his way to UK right now to pull up on Mars.
Oh man. That's
MC Robinson sent a super chat, said Paolo's not a normal rookie. He's playing like he's been in the league already. A rookie of the year winner right there. Paolo looks so polished. You know how we were talking about Cade year one?
Mm-hmm.
How it's like Cade and it's like Paolo. Like Paolo looks
more explosive than Cade. Cade just looks so like never hustled, never like it's like he's just going through the motion. Paolo looks like F the motion. I got this polished game and I'm
bro, it's ridiculous to watch. He's so fun to watch, and I hope that he just like continues to improve year over year. Like I hope he's not one of those players that's like, you know, comes out killing and then just kind of disappears, fades into the shadows, you know.
Why would you put that out in the universe?
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying it happens. It happens so much with new guys will come into the NBA. They're so exciting, whatever, and then it's like, oh, this guy's like next up, whatever, and so he's proving it.
Is he basically Michael Carter Williams?
See, that's what I'm talking about. You know, so I just hope that doesn't happen. Just saying.
I mean, did he really have a great first year like that though?
I mean, he averaged 25 and 5.
He was rookie of the year.
Yeah, he was balling that first year.
It was
Yeah,
nuts.
you're right.
And I remember he had that crazy game against Miami, bro. I remember watching that whole game. I was like, what the hell is going on? That was an insane game for him.
Is he in the league right now? Who's he play for?
If he's in the league, he's probably a bench warmer.
I think
Michael Carter
he's on somebody's bench.
No. Who are you talking about? Michael Carter Williams?
Wasn't he just in Orlando?
He's not in the league.
He's in
Orlando. He was in Orlando like 2 years ago.
Oh, that was 2 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, he's not in the league.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. But I don't see Paolo falling off like that. He just
no, and
too much
I don't either. I don't either.
And on top of that, he's a big man, so it's like You know, even if he can't contribute in the scoring department, he can always contribute, you know, possibly defensively, rebounding, things of that nature, lob threat.
I don't see Paolo as a big, but I get where you're going with it with his height.
Yeah, Paulo just different, bro. I didn't honestly like growing up watching him. I didn't think he was going to. I knew he was good.
He older than
I
you?
didn't know he was this good.
No, he's young.
No, what I mean, me watching him grow up.
Oh, okay. Growing up watching him, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I think he was gonna be like this. He actually exceeded my expectations of him.
Baby Ron. Kevin Jones, if you take Braun out and put MJ in LeBron's shoes, same teams and all, does he have a better career?
No.
You said, wait. What's the question?
LeBron have a better career than Mike if he played with the Bulls and then the Wizards.
No. If you take Braun out and put MJ in LeBron's shoes, same teams and all, does he have a better career? So,
we're talking about Mike's career, not LeBron's.
Putting Mike in LeBron's shoes.
Probably better. I think they win in 2011. I don't think Michael Jordan will ever lose that series ever in his life, ever.
I don't think Michael Jordan ever leaves Cleveland.
I
I
think
don't think Cleveland ever gets somebody like Phil Jackson.
But wait, I thought we were just doing if he was just in the same exact shoes.
No, but I've been told.
I'm thinking if he's following
LeBron, I've been told that Michael Jordan would never do what LeBron did and build super teams to win, which means I can't assume he would ever be on the Miami Heat. Which means I have to assume he would stick out in Cleveland, which means he would lose every year.
Why are you arguing that he's not?
So that's why.
That's fire, Mark.
Mark, you're arguing with Ticket. He's not here though.
That's why I think
that
because
fire.
I never watched Michael Jordan, so I can just go based.
But we're just answering the question that Kevin.
So I don't think.
Sorry, Kevin. Mars is just being chaotic, and it's not towards you and your question, Kevin. I promise.
I'm just saying. I think he would never win because I think he would stay in Cleveland and lose the whole time. That's what I think would happen.
Don't you think that in 2007 that he would have done better than LeBron James?
Don't think he makes the finals.
Yeah, he would have done way better. He would have got swept.
You don't think Michael Jordan makes the finals in 2007 in his fourth year?
No.
He makes the finals and he doesn't get
that's
swept.
OD.
They lose to Detroit.
If Braun got, no matter what, Jay would still have six rings.
Okay.
He would have the 4 that Braun has.
At least
he
he
would have
have
the one
at
against
least
the
6.
Mavericks. And I've said it before on this platform, and I'm gonna say it again. I think he'll win that first championship against Golden State Warriors with or without Kyrie and Kevin Love getting injured. Because I just think, like I said, I think Braun gonna look at Steph like, bro, you're not doing this to me. You guys as a collective are not going to beat me.
Nah,
you guys
Ron.
love Michael Jordan so much.
Anything Braun
MJ can't. MJ can't overcome that, bro. It's impossible.
You see what I'm saying?
Better than Braun. Anything Braun could do, Mike could do.
MJ can't overcome what?
Losing Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love in the finals. He's not doing that.
No, because Michael Jordan puts the fear of God in his teammates, so Kyrie wouldn't get hurt. Because he would know better than to get hurt in a big series like that.
Did you watch The Last Dance?
He wouldn't like Scottie Pippen played with a bad back because he knows he can't let Michael Jordan down. So Kyrie with his broken kneecap, he would play and they would win the series. And Kevin Love, he wouldn't get his shoulder popped.
See how Scottie was running? That was kind of gross. You see, Mike.
Yeah, that was gross.
It was like leave Mike alone, please.
I'm just saying that's what would happen. So
let's move on, JD.
Mars, I love that.
I
love the ticket
energy, back situation. That's kind of like how Ben Simmons is moving these days.
Yeah. Okay. Did y'all talk about Ben's airball layup, or is this show?
No, we haven't talked about it. We haven't talked about it
yet. But you know, like after that game, I was on Twitter and I saw somebody put together like a Philly highlight tape of his, and you know, it's just all him driving and like dunking and everything like that, and I'm just looking at the movements. I was like, yo, his back is really messed up, bro. That's really worse than what people give him credit for.
I'm like, why wouldn't he just do that?
He can't, man.
Yeah, that back is
I think
strudel,
so,
bro.
I think so, man.
Back injury. People thought he was faking that back injury. Remember that?
Like he has to build himself back up.
He has no explosiveness. He has no lift. He has nothing. Not to excuse him airballing the layup. You know what I'm saying? But it's just.
I think he'll be fine when we lose it. When the Nets lose in the trip to the Warriors.
Marlo, he hurt his
love
back
to
last
see
year.
that.
That's why
I'd
he
love
didn't
to
play.
see that playoff series, though. I'm not gonna lie.
What playoff
What,
series?
Warriors Nets?
Yeah, I'd love to see that because the
Wow.
narratives that are gonna come, regardless of who wins that series, is gonna be crazy.
Nets.
Oh,
they
yeah, that
lose
is
4-1.
true.
They'll probably get a game, but Steve Kerr's just gonna outcoach.
The Nets
You
gonna be in
think
the
Steve Nash
play-in.
is still gonna be there at the end of the season?
Yeah, they're going to the chip, so he'll be there.
They're going
You
to the
guys think
play-in
Steve Nash is
again.
a bad coach, or when people say that, it's like don't talk about Nash. It's not his fault, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm on the train of he's the worst coach in the NBA. So
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if I could say that. I'd have to see him coaching, other jobs. Like I said, it's a lot of factors over there that go in with Brooklyn right now, and I don't think it's just all coaching.
What's the factors of him coaching and having the same offense for 3 years?
KD's leadership.
That's a big part of it.
That's wrong, but that's your take.
No, that's the take that we spoke about at the start of the show. Maybe you missed it, but that's what was happening.
Oh yeah.
I was defending KD, which I found myself surprised doing, but
Very surprising.
Oh, you think is hold on. Go ahead, Bobby. Let me.
No, what I was saying was that I'm not willing to blame everything on Steve Nash. I think KD needs to take some blame. I think Kyrie needs to take some blame. I think the GM needs to take some blame. That's it.
How much blame? Like a percentage?
I don't know, just some blame. It doesn't have to be everything. Everything doesn't have to be statistical, Mars.
No, but
I
don't, because if
you
you're
know,
not
like a pinch to KD.
if it's not going all to Steve Nash, so
like Ron tried to explain to you, Mars.
KD
it's a
what?
team. It's not just a coach.
I'm aware it's a team. I'm not giving 100% blame to Steve Nash. He gets like 96%, but he's not getting 100%.
See, that's even unfair.
96.
Because look,
Bob, could you tell me the KD leadership line, please?
Well, I think that at this point, he should stop hiding behind not being a leader. Trying to, it's not my fault. I'm not the leader of this team. Like if you're one of the top 5 players in the world, yeah, I think at this point in your career, with the way that things are going for your team right now, if nobody else is going to step up, Seth Curry's not stepping up to be the leader. Kyrie's not the leader. Ben Simmons isn't the leader. Why not? And they're trying to give him a pass. Like, oh no,
being the leader, what would that consist of? Step up and do what?
I think kind of step up, just bring your troops together, kind of rally your team, and once again, I'm not a practice
rally them
guy.
in what? In what?
What do you mean? Like rally your team?
I don't know what you mean. I'm trying to see what you're talking about. I'm talking
about rallying his team, making sure they're on the same page, helping the younger guys, helping the new people, motivating this team.
Do they look like they're not on the same page, or they look like they're just playing a you go, I go offense? Just asking.
I think they've. It's a little bit of both. I think once again, like I was saying earlier,
they don't like each other. I don't think they look.
It's not about not liking each other. It's just about everybody being on the same page. And once again, I'm not saying that this is all on KD. I'm just saying like it's not all on Steve Nash.
I just want to see what his stepping up like a leader, what that would look like, what that would be like.
Stop being the Kevin Durant that you've been all your career. All right,
how much is he averaging right now?
It's not. I'm not talking about how much he's doing. Because KD, I don't know how much he's averaging. That's irrelevant to what I'm saying right now, Dale. I'm not talking about how much he scores because Kevin Durant is gonna put the ball in the basket.
Right.
32 points.
I'm trying.
Kevin Durant's gonna put the ball in the basket, but obviously that's not enough.
Understand what leadership is? LeBron a good leader?
He's decent, I suppose. I mean, what? Is he the leader of his team? Is Bron the leader of the Lakers?
I'm asking you. You're the leaders guy. I'm just here. I'm
the leader guy. Yeah, I think LeBron is a much better leader than Kevin Durant. I think Steph Curry is a much better leader than Kevin Durant. I think Jimmy Butler is a much better leader than Kevin Durant.
How is he leading this year?
Who?
LeBron.
Okay, so look. Now I get where you're going with this, Dub. Let's just Dale, Dale, let's just skip straight to the nitty-gritty. I know what you're doing right now, right? Okay. So
what defining a leader is to you.
Like I said,
right now in this situation, because
Kevin Durant.
If I didn't say it, I agree. KD could be more outspoken.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he could be more outspoken or whatever. But with a team that doesn't look like they hate each other, that doesn't look discombobulated, like all over the place in terms of their offense or defense, it just looks like they're not playing any
defensive rebounding is what I'll stick to right now, right? So defensive play and rebounding is subpar at best.
Yeah, they're
subpar at
they
best.
have been terrible.
Kevin Durant is 7 feet tall. Why don't he get in that paint and get some boards? Show the team like, yo, or tell Royce, tell everybody on the court, except for maybe Seth and Kyrie. Kyrie rebounded, but if they run and say, hey, we need to secure the ball before we get into the fast break. We can't run a fast break without rebounding the ball. Let's get there. Let's get down there and get on the glass.
And he's not doing that because you're not seeing him doing that, or just because they're not rebounding.
Well, once again, except for maybe. I don't know what connections everybody else has, but except for maybe you, this is all speculation for me. I'm not on the team.
I'm not speculating. I'm asking you a question. You're saying he's not.
Well, I'm speculating. I'm speculating because I'm not.
Right. So you're speculating that he's not telling them to go and rebound.
That's one thing. You know, there's more to it. There's more to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just on top of that, during the whole offseason, the whole offseason thing. You know, that was bad leadership out of Kevin Durant. Why are you out talking? Yeah, I think so. I think so. You don't think so? Would you have done that?
No? Bad leadership? No, not at all.
I think so. Lead by example. Lead by example, Kevin. You're the best player. You're the best player on your team. Okay. Lead by example, Kevin.
I'm gonna explain that. Let me explain that to you. So when you re-up a contract before the season, after you lost the game 7 going into next season, do you think that following summer you're asking to be traded? Let's just start there. Yes or no?
Do I think he was asking to be traded after they lost to the Bucks?
He just re-up last year around this time. He re-up for 4 years. No opt-out, no nothing. He re-up himself. So when he did that, did you think he was being a good leader?
I don't know. I didn't really come to mind. I didn't really think about it.
Perfect. Okay, makes better sense. So the following summer, when he asked to be traded, because he's the best player, he
got his ass kicked by the Celtics and he was embarrassed because he was embarrassed. He went out like a bum and he was embarrassed. Okay, look, he went out. He just went out. He went out. He needed to step up to the plate and take it like a man. He should have took it on the chin. He should have been like, yo, my bad, y'all. I'm not gonna blame it on Steve Nash. I'm not gonna blame it on Joe Tsai. I should have played basketball like one of the top 5 players in the NBA.
Bob, before you were speaking with a good eye. Now you're speaking from a naked eye of I'm watching these four games that I'm taking. Before you,
he got swept and then said fire the coach.
Now you're going to the casual fans. You're going
to play some basketball.
People say no, let's not do that. Let's stick with leadership, and then we could get there at the end if you want.
All right, no doubt. I'm with
you. So if he asks to be traded when he just read up, he's thinking James Harden going to be there. He's knowing the team doesn't want Kyrie Irving. He's knowing that. If Kyrie don't opt in, we don't want him. He's knowing that for a fact, right?
Okay.
What? Okay, I want out. I'm thinking James is staying. I'm thinking, Kyrie, you guys are renegotiating. I'm thinking for these next 4 years, I'm going to have these 2 dudes with me.
He knew it wasn't sweet with Kyrie. You can't play that role. He knew it wasn't sweet with Kyrie because the whole time. Now,
you're speculating, and I'm telling you something.
Well, look, tell me what you want to tell me. All I know is it wasn't sweet with Kyrie. It wasn't sweet with Kyrie, bro. Because
it wasn't sweet. The man thinks Kyrie's gonna be. This is what he's hearing. Nah, Kyrie's not.
He should have used his think box.
Oh my God!
Hey, Kyrie said that at the Celtics though. Remember, he came out in front of the whole stadium and said, "Yeah, I can't wait to play here next year."
No, this is not about Kyrie Irving. We're talking about the people that he signed the papers with. We're talking about you sit in front of the Joe Tsais and the Steve Nash and the Sean Marks. Yeah, we want to keep James. We're not going to change James. Yeah, Kyrie getting his re-up. That's who I'm talking. I'm not.
It was bad leadership to call for their jobs, though. Dude. That's what I'm saying. I think that was a bad example of what you should have done. I don't think he should have went out like that.
First, you said him actually be traded, but okay.
No. If that's what you heard, my bad. If that's what I said, it's not so much about him asking.
That's not what I heard. That's what you said.
Okay, well, all right. Let me get off.
What you heard? What you hearing?
Because what I mean is, it was in the same statement. Like, okay, I want to go. Okay, we understand you want to go, KD. Now you're saying, oh, fire Steve Nash or fire. It's not Steve Nash's fault that Al Horford was locking you and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown was pushing you off the block. That's not Steve Nash's fault.
Listen, did he ever blame Steve Nash for the way he played basketball?
Well, he asked for his job, so it doesn't matter. That's basically blaming somebody. Oh yeah, Steve Nash needs to be fired. Why, KD? Well, because we got swept.
Do you think Steve Nash is a good coach?
Why, KD?
Do you think Steve Nash? Do
you think that Steve Nash is the reason that they got swept?
No, hell no, I don't. I think
so why is this man calling for another man's job?
I think Steve Nash is the reason they lost the series. They're not the reason they got swept. I've said this every time on the show. Kevin Durant, you're that good. You got to get 1 or 2 games. You cannot get swept. The reason they lost the series, I think for sure, is Steve Nash. But swept, no, that's on KD.
It's not Steve Nash's fault that Kyrie Irving didn't want to take a shot. And I agree with Kyrie. I ain't take that shot either. I don't think that Steve Nash's fault.
You're bringing
James.
Listen. You're bringing it into basketball when it goes more than that. If he's sitting in front of Nash, Marks, and all these stuff, they're telling them James is not getting traded and Kyrie's not going nowhere. Are those 2 people lying to him when James get traded? And then now Kyrie's not signing back?
This is so elementary out of you, Dale. I can't believe this right now. I can't believe this. This is so elementary. This is crazy, bro.
Me,
Come on, bro.
You're trying to. It's not elementary to think.
Discord Bob strikes again.
You're not saying it's elementary to think because he got swept. He wanted the coach going, but it's not elementary to somebody lied in front of my face. It's more elementary.
Wait. So you're saying that?
No. You're saying that because he lost and got swept, he's embarrassed, so he wanted the coach going instead of saying no.
Yes.
They're telling me James is going to be here. They're saying that Kyrie's going to sign back extension. I'm going to have these people with my 4 years here.
James Harden got traded last. Oh, you talking about before when he signed the last
James Harden got traded because James Harden said walking into the Brooklyn Nets office was chaotic.
Okay, so.
And still, he was telling him, no, don't trade him. What he gonna do? Act like he injured? If he want to leave in free agency, leave. Don't trade him. The same thing, LeBron James, who y'all called a good leader, when they traded Kyrie to Boston, he's like, F it, don't trade him. Anyway.
So KD's telling the GM to not trade James Harden. If you don't want to play, don't let him play. So we'll get nothing for him. That's even more bad leadership.
He got Ben Simmons, who
that's even more bad leadership. So you telling him? So KD's telling him don't trade James. If he don't want to play, let him sit down. And we're gonna get nothing for him.
He was gonna play eventually.
Did he play eventually when he was trying to sit out for the Rockets?
Listen, playing with Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant to get up to play with I don't even know who was there. The only person I know that was there was the coach Silas. That's it. I think it's much different. It's much different.
I don't think James Harden trips either way. I don't think so. I think James Harden is a for self type person. I think Kevin Durant knows that. I don't think for a second that Kevin Durant believes.
So they traveled the world together to every Travis Scott concert. Oh no, they are.
So
friends.
what?
They are cool. Oh no, they don't have beef.
What's that mean? It doesn't. Just because they kick it, don't mean that James Harden's going to look out for Kevin Durant's career. James Harden's doing what he want to do.
Yo, Bobby, I don't know where you're going with this. You're
I'm not going nowhere with it. I've been done. I said what I thought. You asked me all types of questions, trying to get me to trip myself up, and I still feel the same way I feel.
And I don't want to trip you. I still don't get the leadership comment that you were saying based on him getting traded or him asking for.
Like I said earlier, maybe KD needs to go to some leadership seminars or something. Learn how to be a leader. Because it's not working.
Right.
Because he don't got Steph Curry to lead him no more. Steph Curry is not there no more.
Wait,
he needs Draymond's not there to rough him up and put him in line. Draymond's not here to grab him by the collar and say, Kevin, step your shit up. You know?
Okay, he's
not there. He got to motivate himself. He got to motivate his team. He needs to step up. Sack up and do what you got to do. You can't keep talking to the media like, why are you asking me these questions? You know my work. All this. Man, play basketball, man. Shut that soft shit up, man.
He do play basketball. He does. Yeah. Play basketball. And he does it very well.
Not well enough.
Oh, not
well enough. Because they got swept. They're 1-5. He need to do something instead of trying to blame Steve Nash. That's a cop out. I hate when players do that.
It goes to 1-5, but it doesn't make sense. I want to know what
he's the one. He's the one that wanted DeAndre Jordan over there. He's the one that wanted Kyrie and DeAndre and all them. He wanted all of that. And then when it don't work, GM, get him out of here. Or I'm not playing.
Yo,
I'm happy. I'm happy
on this show when someone is saying DeAndre Jordan looks more motivated.
I don't got no problem with DeAndre.
I just said that last time. That DeAndre, he actually looked better in Denver. I literally just heard that on this show.
Maybe.
I said he actually didn't look bad.
Okay. Maybe Jokic is a better leader than KD or something.
Or maybe they have a better motivated system.
Maybe he's motivated now because now he's playing with the real best player in the NBA.
Oh my God! All right, let's get to these. Whoops.
Yes.
Let's get to these super chats. Madi Hassan said, "Ask Dell to talk about Giannis cooking KD last game."
That's a normal thing. That's a normal thing.
Oh, I on everything, I did not see the game. I just saw the box score. I seen Giannis at 43, KD had like 34 or 33. Didn't see the game at all. Whoever said that, please send me the clip so I could see that he cooked them. I didn't see the game.
Christopher D. I need
sorry.
Dell to explain Giannis dominating the Nets as usual since 2020.
Dale, it's all good, bro. KD gonna turn it around in the Nets. Even though KD's not necessarily playing bad, I just think that the thing about it is when you're the star player on the team, no matter what, you're gonna get the blame. Bron, AD, Russ. Even though Russ is a shell of himself, he's still getting the blame over there. If the Heat continue to play bad, Jimmy's gonna get the blame. That's just how it goes. If the Mavs or when the Mavs make the play in, Luka's gonna get the blame. That's just how it goes.
Shut up, Ron. Christopher D said, "Let Ace Hood cook." One of the hardest rappers. Goat.
No, wait, I have a question. So I didn't see the game. Was KD guarding Giannis?
No, it was Ben Simmons.
Oh, okay. So he cooked. Okay, I get it. It's one of those. Got it.
Christopher D said, another super chat. Ace Hood, talk that talk. I need an album cover. Yo, chat. I know that I've mentioned this the last show or two, but we have a subreddit, and I want to see that get active because sometimes on the show, I want to be able to go to the subreddit and see what you guys are posting, what you guys are talking about, so we can talk about it on the show. So make sure that you guys go over to that subreddit. The link's in the description below. Go follow that and start posting, man. I go in there like every day to see what's going on. So let's get active. Let's get active. Make sure you also join the Discord. Again, link in the bio or the description below. Yo, Dub, you got any final words, bro? And do not end the stream.
Oh, no. Hey,
Keep your hands off the mat.
my hands up here. Dallas Mavs. Let's go, broski.
That's like, yo, Dub, I got finals with Dub. It's 2:30. I'm texting you right now.
Okay, send it. Just send it, bro. Go
Bye.
ahead. Bye.
I love you guys, Bob.
Bye, Dale. Love you, brother.
Next Ron, forward it to Bob.
I
Boy,
got
what?
you.
Thank you.
Yo, Mars, you got any final words?
Watch basketball.
Yo, Bob, any final words?
So y'all make sure y'all read a book today and love yourself.
Learn how to be a leader.
Bobby's final words are always beautiful. Euro.
Subscribe, like, do all the things. You like how I just took that from you, JD?
It's like,
You
what
need
am
to
I?
say
How am I?
that.
How am I
I'll
supposed to
host.
close? How am I supposed to close out the show? Like, I go last. You just steal my light. Go ahead, Ron. Close us out.
Gridiron tomorrow at 9 Eastern. You got the panel the following day, Tuesday, at 4 Eastern.
Mars, no way you're better than Pele.
I clear Pele. I clear him.
All right, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. We will catch you next Wednesday. Peace out.
College football.